And with that, it is now time for our last Inside Look, brought to you by Schupan, sustainable material solutions since 1968. And Dalton's going to catch up with John Boyer, the quarterback coach.
Thanks a lot, Will. As you mentioned, we're alongside now Michigan State quarterbacks coach John Boyer. John, you've got to be one of the proudest men right now walking around campus because Aiden Childs, your guy, was just named Big Ten co-offensive player of the weekend. Had a game where he had 5 touchdowns, showed a lot of heart, a lot of poise, had 0 interceptions. What do you make about what your young signal caller has really been able to do here in the early going of the season?
I was proud of his performance during this last game, and I think the offense and the team as a whole played well, and it was a fun team win. And he did. He made some steps forward, and we still have a lot of work to do. So congrats on the award to Aiden. But at the same time, we've got a lot left to work on.
Well, you say there's a lot of work to do, and, of course, coaches are never fully satisfied, right? There's always something
right,
you're looking for.
Right.
But what are those spots you want to see with Aiden to really improve and take the next step?
He's aware of the areas he's got to improve on, and right now it's about being consistent. And so big thing right now, we're trying to tie in his feet with his eyes, making sure he's on time. And part of that is a challenge, too, because of so athletic he is. And I don't want to take away the playmaking ability, but just being able to recognize, when he has that opportunity to escape the pocket and when he needs to climb up in the pocket, keep his eyes downfield and deliver the ball. And he's shown glimpses of that in these first 2 games, and he's working on it. And I just think right now, if we can get more consistent with that as the year goes on, the sky's the limit for him.
That's a pretty fair point. John, let's talk about this offense as a whole because you have so many weapons at your disposal at the receiving department between Omari Kelly, Krishan McCray, Nick Marsh, of course, Jack Velling, Michael Masunis in the tight end room as well. When you start to put all of those pieces together, how do you try and distribute the ball evenly so everybody, all your playmakers are getting involved?
I think it's twofold. One, the offense itself will find the guy that's supposed to get the football, and it's designed that way. And then the second part of that is we do have to go out and be very specific on who we're targeting. And so you don't have 2 game plans, but you definitely have ways that we know, okay, we got to get this guy the ball. And when you start playing well and you start playing consistent, everyone's going to get touches. And there should be 8-9 receivers, different skill players that are touching the ball throughout the course of the game. And so as we gain a better understanding of it and we get more consistent from the quarterback position and we're consistent with the way that we are running our routes and within the concepts that are called, I think that the ball will be distributed evenly. And that's ultimately what you want. But then with those weapons that we have outside, it's a lot of fun, and you definitely have to go into a game plan with those guys in mind. And then, when they start falling asleep, you got the tight ends ready to roll, and we need to target them more. And that's a big part of our offense. And, having Jack out most of fall camp, getting him back, he's in a good rhythm right now. And I think that room as a whole is pretty talented. So I think we'll start to see that as the season goes on. They'll become a bigger part of just the production side of things.
Well, John, you talk about all the fun you have with some of those guys on the outside, and this will be our final question. As you go into a game like today where you do have a talent advantage with what you have at quarterback and receivers in that department, how do you balance maybe the aggression? Because you do have the capability of taking some shots. We saw it against Boston College's secondary last week, but also trying to run the system, run the game plan. How do you maybe balance when you take shots?
That's a tough part for a quarterback, and we tend to get greedy at times. But at the end of the day, we practice for perfection, and then we want to compete against perfection. And that's what our focus is. And this is a good, talented football team coming in, and it is a good opportunity for us to see where we're at from this week of preparation and tunnel vision. It's competing against perfection. How good can we be? And take what they give us, and then when the shots are open downfield, they'll present themselves, and we got to have our feet and eyes in the right spot at the right time and take advantage of those.
Against perfection. It's a great line. And Coach John Boyer, we want to thank you so much for the time, and best of luck out there today.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
There you go. Dalton's visit with John Boyer, the quarterback coach at Michigan State. Up next, we're heading down to the sidelines with Trey Mosley as you're listening to MSU football.
People can't have access to quality medical care without affordable health insurance. At Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, we understand increasing health insurance costs are becoming more of a strain on the budgets of the businesses and people we serve. Affordability matters. It affects real families, real decisions, and real care. That's why at Blue Cross, we're dedicated to finding solutions. To learn about this critical issue and our efforts to make healthcare affordable for all, visit mibluedaily.com/affordability today.
Hear that roar? That's the sound of Spartan Nation. And Dean Trailways is right there, every mile of the way. As the official ground transportation provider of Michigan State Athletics, we connect Spartans to championships. For every game, every practice, every victory, we deliver it. Elite service that powers the green and white. When you demand championship-level transportation, Dean Trailways is your winning drive. Become part of our team at deantrailways.com.
We'll team in along with Dalton Shetland. Welcome back for more of our pregame show, where today it's Michigan State and Youngstown State here in East Lansing. Well, it's now time to head down the sidelines with our guy, Trey Mosley. Game 3, what are you looking for, Trey?
I'm looking for the guys to come out and start strong, come out fast. Don't let Youngstown dictate the tempo of the game. Sometimes after a big win, which in the case against Boston College last week, teams can come out with not a certain urgency, fatigue from having a longer game. So I want to see the energy levels high, start the game, and carry it out throughout the whole game.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
Okay, let's now take out some scores from around the country, brought to you by Fly Lansing. Well, yesterday, Indiana ranked 22nd in all the land, ran to 3-0 on the year, destroying Indiana State and Bloomington 73-0. And UCLA remains the only team in the Big Ten yet to win a game, losing at home again, this time to New Mexico 35-10.
Yeah, that was a tough one. And so far today, we actually had a Big Ten game where number 4 Oregon defeated Northwestern 34-14. Bama beat the Badgers of Wisconsin 38-14. Number 23 Michigan all over Central Michigan 63-3. Nebraska defeated Houston Christian 59-7. A final just rolled in. Maryland on top of Towson 44-17. And games kicking off the same time as ours today. Number 2 Penn State and Villanova. Also Purdue and USC gets ready to kick off here in just a little bit. And Rutgers will be taking on Norfolk State as we get this one underway here shortly as well.
And don't forget, when you fly Lansing, you're just one stop away from over 500 amazing destinations. The Capital Region International Airport, your gateway to the world. Well, before you wrap it up, Dalton, a number. What are you thinking?
I think for the number, it's got to be 48 because this is strength versus strength today. Michigan State, 8th in the country, only allowing 48 yards a game on the ground. Youngstown State runs for 305.5 yards per game. So that's the big focus. Strength versus strength. Who wins the battle on the ground?
There you go. So for our final pregame thought, it comes courtesy of head coach Jonathan Smith. The topic, how the Boston College game can help the Spartans move forward.
I feel like it could be a growth game for us to be able to finish the game we did against a quality opponent. I mean, that quarterback was playing at a really high level. Having to respond in the second overtime, the way all of that. So we're trying to grow off of, being able to finish that way, because a lot of these games are going to come down to the wire like that, and we got to gain some confidence and continue to move forward from the game. So like I said, a lot to like, finishing the game. I do feel it was a growth game for us, but there is a ton we got to grow from in the game after that.
And the game after that is today's game begins, Youngstown State. So with that thought, that's a wrap for our Spartan pregame show. Up next, George Blaha wearing his really cool Hall of Fame ring. J.U. Colcrick and Trey Mosley right after this.
At the Capital Region International Airport, we connect our community to the world with nonstop flights to Washington, D.C. and Chicago on American Airlines, Detroit on Delta Airlines, and Orlando, Fort Myers, and Tampa on Breeze Airways. When you fly Lansing, you're just one stop away from over 500 global destinations. And with direct flights to Cancun, Punta Cana, and Los Cabos from January through April, your escape to beautiful tropical beaches is easier than ever. The Capital Region International Airport, your gateway to the world. Visit flylansing.com for more information and to book your flight today.
Here's the tale of the daily Medfield. Same old pharmacy, same old bill, but those prices kept rising higher still.
Till the savings Wrangler rode in, cool as can be. Tap Good RX, saving massively.
No plan? Don't matter none. Up to 80% off. Deals are done.
Discounts hitting harder than Ma's chili. Dang. That one little app does all the rest.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
It's time for the game.
Childs takes a shotgun snap. He'll keep it. He has daylight. He's inside the 5. On his feet into the end zone. Touchdown, MSU. Here we go. Back it comes a little bit of a high snap. Pulled down by Exley, though. The kick is up. And it's good. Spartans win.
Spartan football brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense. MSU Federal Credit Union. Spartan fans dream big with MSU Federal Credit Union. Coors Light. Choose chill. One North Kitchen and Bar. Making good times great. State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. Confidence comes with every card. Labatt Blue Light. Perfect for any tailgate. Meyer, supporting hundreds of sports teams across the Midwest. Dean Trailways, the official ground transportation provider of Spartans Athletics. And Michigan's premier motor coach company. Make Dean Trailways your favorite ride. Farm Bureau Insurance, Michigan's insurance company. And Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Now, for the play-by-play of today's game, here's J.U. Culcrick and legendary voice of Spartan football, George Blaha.
Thank you, sir, and good afternoon, everybody. We've just heard a great rendition of our national anthem by the Michigan State Marching Band. We've had a flyover, some pyrotechnics, and here comes Sparty on the field. Nice crowd here. Beautiful afternoon for football in beautiful East Lansing. The Spartans off a pulse-pounding win really last week, J.U. You were there to see it, and they need to carry that over psychologically into this one and not get caught flat.
Exactly, George. This game is about handling success. How will the Spartans do after an emotional game that they played last week, double overtime thriller? Can they handle success and win a game that they're supposed to on paper?
Jonathan Smith says this staff doesn't look ahead, and I'm sure his staff does not look ahead, but they still got to guard against the players looking ahead because USC is right around the corner at the Coliseum in Los Angeles.
Yeah, and it's going to be a fun one. Big Ten opening, Big Ten play. So, they can't look ahead, but these are, 18, 19, 20-year-old kids, and a lot of these kids on the roster are from the West Coast.
Let's check the Spartan starters while we're at it. They played so well last week. Stanton Ramil, Caleb Carter, Matt Gobin, Luka Vincic, and Connor Moore across the offensive line. Tackle to tackle. Jack Bellings, the tight end. Omari Kelly, who caught the two-point conversion that won the game last week in double OT over Boston College, is at one wide receiver spot. He's a transfer from Middle Tennessee State. 6-footer, weighs 188. The star receiver is Nick Marsh, 6'3", 203 from Detroit. He prepped at River Rouge. Off to another great start in the slot. Krishan McCray, 5'10" junior from Avon, Indiana, a transfer from Kent State. The quarterback off a great game last week. Aiden Childs threw for 4, ran for 1, had an excellent all-around game. Checks in at 6'3" and 225 from Long Beach, California. Originally went to play for Jonathan Smith at Oregon State. Makai Frazier, Brandon Tullis, and Elijah Tolliver are the running backs. And over on the defensive side, Jordan Hall off a 15-tackle performance against Boston College. One of the linebackers, Wayne Matthews the other. Jalen Thompson, Alex Van Suman had a very nice game last week against BC. And Grady Kelly, the down lineman. The rush ends will be Isaac Smith and David Santiago and Cam Williams, not necessarily in that order. And also in the secondary, you're looking at Ade Willie as the nickelback. Joshua Eaton and Malcolm Bell start at the corners. Nakai Martinez is ready to go this afternoon. We'll find out if he starts or not, or if they'll be a little more cautious with Martinez. Malik Spencer is the other safety. And looking at the Penguins from Youngstown State, you're looking at a team that is giving up only 52 yards per game on the ground. The Spartans may go right at them and see what happens. They have 5 takeaways, by the way, and no turnovers through 2 games. They also have a star quarterback in the Missouri Valley in Bo Brungard, who was rushed for 409 yards and 6 touchdowns in the first 2 ball games. Max Tomczak, the nephew of the pro quarterback, is one of their wide receivers. He's 6 feet and 195. He has a catch in 35 straight games. The tight end is Austin Bray from Venice, Florida at 6'5". Desmiel Lay and Shane Keenan are the tackles. Lay is 325 from Kent, Ohio. Keenan is 305 from Toronto, Ohio. Isaac Perkins from Columbus, Ohio, and Joe Safara from Boardman, Ohio are the guards. Van Keen at 6'4" and 305 from Stowe, Ohio is the center. Brungard, who we spoke about a moment ago, is from Middletown, Ohio, 6 feet and 215. When I saw his numbers, JU, as we said earlier on our WJR step in, I expected to look at him after I look at those numbers and think he's a bigger guy than that.
Yeah, absolutely. When you see those numbers, like especially last week, running for over 200 plus yards, you expect to see like a bruiser of a guy. You think those are running back type numbers, but as a quarterback, and to your point, George, he's not the biggest, he's not the fastest either. He just finds a way to get it done.
And he's passing for a better 70% percentage, so you better be careful of number 12, Bo Brungard. The running back, primarily Jaden Gilbert, backed up by Tahir Mills. Gilbert's a sophomore from Elyria, Ohio, and Mills is a senior from Ridley, Pennsylvania. The other wide receivers, Mike Solomon from Huntington, Maryland at 6'3", has 5 catches, and Kai Flash Wilson, 5'9" in the slot, a junior from Farrell, Pennsylvania. Defensively, Youngstown State looks like this. Ebony Curry Jr., a sophomore from Hamilton, Ohio, at one end. The other end is Michael Voitis from Poland, Ohio. Curry is 6'5", 250. Voitis is 6'1", and 240. Thomas Jolly is 6'3", and 305 from Benedictine High in Cleveland is one tackle. Colin Vaughn from Courthouse High in Charlotte, Virginia is the other tackle, 6'2", and 285. Big middle linebacker Mike Wells, 6'5", and 250. Outside backer is Preston Zandler from Thomas Jefferson High in Pittsburgh, PA, 6 feet and 225. The corners, Justin Wimpy from Cincinnati Princeton and DJ Harris from North Canton, Ohio, 5'11" and 5'10", respectively. Makai Shaid is the strong safety from Ghana, Ohio, 6 feet and 190. The free safety, who's their top tackler, had 14 of them in their game number 1 against Mercyhurst, 6'1" and 200, the free safety from Bristol, Connecticut. Michigan State won the toss. They will defer. Youngstown State will receive the opening kick. Michigan State's captains are Aiden Childs, Matt Gulbin, Jordan Hall, Sam Edwards, and Quindarius Dunnigan. Spartans will defend the south goal to our right. Flash Wilson and Jaden Gilbert are deep. Brian Eckley will kick off. Crowd starting to get stirred up here. Last time the Spartans were on this turf, they played extremely well, especially when they had to, against Boston College.
It's going to be interesting, George, to see how the Spartans handle some guys who are nicked up last week, to see if they're going to get some playing or how they do that load management. A guy like Jordan Hall, you mentioned Makai Martinez coming back. So it'll be interesting to see how they handle the load management for these guys.
Back at the goal line on the near side is Flash Wilson, the junior from Farrell, Pennsylvania. Referee is Gregory Blum. Puts the ball on the tee for one of the Michigan State MVPs, Ryan Eckley, the fourth-year man from Lithia, Florida, who might be the best punter in America. So far, he is. And also kicks off. Here's the run-up and the boot. And over and fair catch called for. and made by Flash Wilson at the 4-yard line. So Youngstown State will put it in play out at the 25. Interested to see how this Bo Brungard plays against a legitimate Big Ten defense. Hey, football is football, and he's played very well so far.
He certainly has. It'll be interesting to see what kind of coverage Michigan State start in to play against the run that he does so well.
Ball's at the left hash at the 25-yard line. Gilbert off the left shoulder of Brungard. In the shotgun. Brungard takes the run to the left, rolls to the right, wants to keep it and run, and he's up over the 30 and runs out of bounds at the 32 or 33-yard line. Jordan Hall ran him out of bounds. There's the answer to whether Jordan Hall will play much. He starts, but he runs him out of bounds after a 7-yard pickup. Brungard averaging almost 11 yards a carry. 2nd down and 3 now for the Penguins at their 32. Brungard has backs on either side. Gilbert and Tahir Mills. Brungard waits for the snap. Hands the ball off to Mills, who slips at the line of scrimmage. Looks like he had a little bit of daylight, but he gained only a half a yard as he fell, just shy of the 33.
Youngstown State's going to play a lot of this, run pass option because they have the ability for the quarterback to run the ball. The key for that is the Spartans are going to have to use their eyes and be disciplined. The linebackers, track the guards to see, because usually it leads you to where the football.
3rd down and 2 for Youngstown State at their 32. Go to the pigskin just beyond the 32. Keene snaps it back. Brownhard winds up and throws, and it's caught at the 41-yard line of Youngstown State. The catch made by R.K. Dandridge. Tackle made by Ade Willie, the Spartans nickelback, at the 41-yard line. Dandridge is a sophomore from Fort Pierce, Florida. 1st and 10 for Youngstown at their 41. Their first possession, so far, so good. They have 5 wide receivers. Brungard by himself in the shotgun. Quick throw left side. Trying to pick up a blocker in front of him is Jaden Gilbert, the running back. And he's up to about the 46-yard line. Wayne Matthews made the tackle for Michigan State.
Good job by Wayne Matthews of getting off the block and making that tackle. When you got guys as elusive as these receivers from Youngstown State, it's quite easy to just put the ball in their hands and they can go out and make a play. But a really good job by Wayne Matthews flying there and the rest of the defense forming to the football.
Spartans make a substitution. They get Darius Snow in the game. 2nd down and 5. Youngstown at their 46-yard line. Gunyard under center, throws it left side. They're going to try a double pass down the field, and it is incomplete at the 35-yard line of Michigan State, intended for Fresh Walters. They threw it out to Fresh Walters on the left sideline. He threw it down the field. Let's go to Trey Mosley on the sideline.
Yeah, so keeping an eye on Nakai Martinez. He's looking really good with it being his first action of the season coming off the injury. So that's definitely going to be someone I keep an eye on throughout the rest of the game. But I'm liking what I'm seeing so far.
Thank you, Trey. 3rd down 5. Youngstown at their 46-yard line. Bo Brungard by himself in the shotgun. Snap back. Quick throw right side. Caught by his tight end, Austin Bray. And Bray is to the 49 of Michigan State. He's right near 1st down territory. 4-yard gain, Brady Pretzloff, the redshirt freshman from Gaylord, up to make the stop, representing his Gaylord Blue Devils.
I think they might measure this here. I know right now they have it at 4th down right now. Good job by Preslov coming and making that play, forcing this 4th down. Big down for the Spartans on defense here to see if they can get off the field and stop this momentum early on in the game by Youngstown State.
They do not have the chains yet. Let's check the remainder of the officiating crew. Gregory Blum, we told you, the referee. Robert Colosimo is the umpire. Chris Van Meter is the headline judge. The line judge is Matt Dornan, I should say. Gary Powers is the side judge. Lachelle Nelson and Michael Elliott in the back. The center judge, Robert DiLorenzo, and David Whitvet is the replay official. We have a delay here. Officials just standing, staring at the football.
I think they're probably taking a look to see if he gained the first down or
They're now
not.
looking at the replay. A couple of officials back near the goal line here on this west side of the stadium to see where big Austin Bray was dragged down by Brady Pretzloff. Bray is a senior from Venice, Florida.
After
6'5",
review, the
255.
ruling that the runner was short of the line to gain is upheld. It's fourth down.
No, he did not pick up the first down. 4th and a half a yard. The nose of the football is almost at first down territory. They don't have to go very far at all. Gilbert's the running back. He's off the right shoulder of Bo Brungard. Van Keen out and over the football for the Penguins from Youngstown State. They're just beyond midfield, 4th and inches. Brungard rolls to his right, stays on his feet, runs out of bounds, and he has a first down at the 48-yard line. Wayne Matthews, the third, standout Spartan linebacker, bumped him out of bounds, but Brungard needed a half a yard, and he got 2. 1st and 10 for Youngstown State at the Michigan State 48-yard line.
Matthews did a really good job of stretching that play to the outside there, and Brungard was just athletic enough to pick up that first down.
Brungard checks off at the line of scrimmage. And the snap went right back to the running back. Quarterback had to throw him back to him. Brungard throws downfield, right sideline at the 25-yard line, and the catch is going to be made by Alex McDonald at the 25-yard line. Jordan Hall wrestles him down. That's a 23-yard gain on some trickery.
The Spartans got caught with their eyes in the backfield, going with that double reverse there back to the quarterback, and so the linebacker who had the coverage on McDonald got sucked up for the run action, and that's why he was wide open, streaking in the middle.
Mills, the running back. 1st and 10, Youngstown State. Handoff to Mills. Mills twists and turns and gets maybe 2 yards. Wayne Matthews wraps him up. He's down at looks like the 23-yard line of Michigan State. On that last play, they had a direct snap, a lateral, and a throwback to the QB, Bo Brungard. Moved him downfield. 2nd down now and 8. 3 wideouts, wide side left. Mills off the right shoulder of Brungard. Snap back to Brungard. Fakes to his right, keeps it up the middle. Now he's flushed out to the right sideline, and he's out of bounds. On his feet and out at about the 16-yard line. Matthews again on the stop.
I think defensively, Michigan State's going to have to start putting a spy on this Brungard quarterback because he's so good with his legs, and he also does have the ability to throw the football. So that's that double-edged sword there. The Spartans would truly have to play 11-on-11 football with someone spying on the quarterback.
His dad, very effective passing quarterback for Youngstown State in his day. 3rd down and 1 for Youngstown State at the Spartan 16. Handoff goes to Mills off left guard. He's got the 1 and some change. Wayne Matthews with a hit and knocks him down at the 13-yard line, a 3-yard pickup. 1st and 10 for Youngstown State right there. The ball is right dead center between the hash marks. Spartans defending the south goal to our right. 1st and 10 for the Penguins at the 13-yard line of MSU. Jaden Gilbert back on at running back off the right shoulder of Brungard. Snap back to Brungard, being chased, but he'll run away from pressure and dive to the 10-yard line.
Michigan State playing the zone defense there so that they had the linebackers in position to come up and make the tackle on that play.
He had some pressure, but he was able to get away, and it's 2nd down and 8 at the 11-yard line of Michigan State. Three wideouts to the left, 2 to the right. That means Brungard is by himself in the shotgun. Snap back, looks left, throws left off the fingertips of tight end Austin Bray. At around the 10-yard line, Ade Willie, the nickelback, with a good defensive play for Michigan State. Now it's 3rd and 8 for Youngstown State. Ball's at the 11-yard line of the Spartans. This is the first drive by anybody in the football game.
Youngstown State doing a good job of eating up the clock and keeping this high-power offense of the Spartans off the field so far this first quarter.
Again, 5 wides. Snap back. Eluding one tackle as he runs to the right is Bo Brungard, and he's bumped out of bounds by Jalen Thompson after a gain of about 1 at the 10-yard line. And so after the 1-yard gain, it'll be 4th down and 7 and field goal time for the Penguins. The kicker is Andrew Listofka, a junior from Sagamore Hills, Ohio. 28-yarder. He's 1 for 1, is made from 37 earlier in the season. Very accurate kicker, has 58 straight PATs on his career docket. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So Youngstown State takes the early lead with a 28-yard field goal from Andrew Listofka. The Youngstown Penguins 3, the Spartans nothing. This is the Spartan Media Network.
Tired of old school hiring headaches? Endless interviews? Rigid schedules? The future of work is here, and it's called WorkShift. We match businesses with pre-screened, ready-to-go workers and handle payroll and compliance for you. Need more help today? Less tomorrow? With WorkShift, your workforce scales as quickly as your business does. Visit WorkShift.com to discover the future of work. WorkShift, proud sponsor of Michigan State Athletics.
Forward down the field, a charging team that will not yield.
Lions fans have even more to cheer about with the new Detroit Lions games from the Michigan Lottery. Featuring a roster of fan favorites, instant ticket, pull tab, fast cash, and online play. You could win prizes up to $500,000.
Our Lions victory.
With the new Detroit Lions games, only from the Michigan Lottery. Knowing your limits is always the best bet.
Ohana keeps prices low for the whole family while still bringing quality, farm-fresh, locally sourced ingredients to the table. At Ohana Sushi and Hibachi Bar, you are treated like family because Ohana means family. And your family can enjoy the only all-you-can-eat sushi and hibachi bar around during lunch for only $18.95. Everything is cooked to order and fresh. And get select $5 cocktails during happy hour, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Ohana, the only all-you-can-eat sushi and hibachi in Lansing on West Saginaw. Online at ohanasushibar.com.
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose auto owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Now, how do we get to the airport?
Take mine.
Thanks, Jen.
Ask your independent agent if auto owners make sense for you.
Hey, Spartan fans, carry the only colors in your wallet with an MSU FCU Visa credit card featuring the iconic Spartan helmet. Earn cash back on every purchase and show your pride with every swipe. Visit MSUFCU.org today. MSU Federal Credit Union, the official credit union of Spartan Athletics. Youngstown State doing what they do best. Give the football to their junior quarterback, Bo Brungard. On the drive, he was 4 out of 5 for 40 yards to 4 different receivers, and he had 5 runs for 19 yards. Krishan McCray and Elijah Tolliver deep for Michigan State. Lonte Brown seemed to be walking with a bit of a limp in pregame, and he's not out there to return kicks. He had a couple of great returns against Boston College, as you know. Here's the kick, fielded at the 1-yard line. Elijah Tolliver out across the 15, spins, and is knocked down at the 18-yard line. So good coverage by Youngstown State, and the Spartans will not end up with good field position here to start the ball game against the Penguins of Youngstown State.
Yeah, very good coverage coming down there by Youngstown State. This is the start that Youngstown State needed. You know, they had a 15-play opening drive, taking up over 7 minutes on the play clock, and this is the start that they wanted.
We'll take a timeout. You're listening to MSU Football.
From the biggest of the big games to the littlest of the little.
There you go. Go!
Run, James!
No. First base!
Go, go, go!
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support hundreds of local sports teams across the Midwest. From some of the biggest stadiums in the state to the familiar fields down the street. You're helping make a difference to the people and places you call home. Learn more at Meijer.com/community.
At Rocket, we believe everyone deserves their shot at the American dream. So if you're feeling locked out of home ownership, we're here to give you back the keys. We're opening doors, breaking down walls, and doing everything we can to turn renters into owners. And we're not going to stop until we help everyone home. To find out more, visit rocket.com. Rocket, own the dream.
The AC by Marriott Lansing Hotel is redefining your overnight experience in East Lansing. These brand new facilities opened in 2023 and bring an unmatched level of hospitality to visitors of Michigan State University. As part of the Red Cedar development, guests have walkable access to restaurants and a direct connection to campus. There's no other choice when it comes to overnight lodging here in Michigan's capital city, steps away from Spartan Stadium. Book now at achhotellansing.com.
Sports betting can be fun, just like football. There's excitement, winning. But imagine that sports betting is a 300-pound lineman coming straight at you. For tips that will help keep you on your feet, go to don'tregretthebet.org. A message from the Michigan Gaming Control Board. Have a gambling problem? Call the National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER.
Has word on Alante Brown.
Yeah, so during pregame warmups, Alante Brown suffered a lower body injury that caused him to come off the field and head into the locker room. Like I said, that was during pregame, and he hasn't returned to the field yet, which leads me to assume that he is doubtful to return in this game.
A handoff to Makai Frazier on first down, and the sophomore running back from McKinney, Texas, is out to the 23-yard line. Tackled by Michael Voitis, junior defensive end from Poland, Ohio. That's a 5-yard pickup. Second down 5, Spartans.
Yeah, that's a good job for to getting the 5 yards and keeping ahead of schedule. Michigan State has a lot of success when it's second and short, third and short, as opposed to these long yardage situations.
Second down 5, Spartans at their 23. Frazier to Child's left. Hayden throws right for Nick Marsh. He breaks out of a tackle from the far sideline. He's up to midfield and finally bumped out of bounds at the 49-yard line of Youngstown State. He can motor and he can hit you when he wants to tear away.
Yeah,
Mikhail Shaid made the stop.
Really good job by Childs. They want to get Nick Marsh into the game early, and this is how you can do that. Those high percentage throws, just a quick toss out there and let him be athletic like we just saw, George.
First and 10, Spartans at the 49-yard line of Youngstown State. Childs is under center now. Play fakes to Frazier, rolls to his right, throws on the run upfield, Catch made by Marsh, and he is hammered, but still hung on to the football. Dathan Hickey ran him down. At the 39-yard line. 10 yards and a first down. That last Spartan first down brought to you by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first. Evan Boyd, 6'3" sophomore, transfer from Central Michigan from East Lansing, is checked in. Boyd on for Marsh. First and 10 Spartans at the 39-yard line. And Frazier gets the handoff, and the Penguins get him for a 1-yard loss back to the 40. Ebony Curry Jr., the first to hit him. Let's pause 10 seconds now for our network stations to identify themselves. Spartans break the huddle. 3 wides to the left. Boyd, the lone receiver, to the right. That's the wide side. The handoff to Frazier, and Frazier bumps into bodies and fights his way to the 35. Justin Wimpy, junior from Cincinnati Princeton, makes the stop at the 35-yard line of Youngstown State. It'll be 3rd down and 6 for the Spartans.
On this 3rd down, I want to see them try to, Coach Lundgren, be a little creative with this. I want to see maybe if we'll get a bootleg and Aiden Childs, on the move, so he has the option if he wants to throw it, he can, or if there's green grass, go. So keep an eye for the tight ends. This is usually the time that they like to attack the tight ends.
Marsh is back in the game, set left with McCray. Omari Kelly, wide side right, and the Spartans will take a timeout here. They were looking at
first team charge timeout, Michigan State. Timeout in the field. Game clock operator, please reset the
3rd
game
and
clock
6.
to 3:54. 3:54.
Yeah. On that, I think the Spartans just had a miscommunication in lining up. You saw the receivers didn't know who was on, who was off, and that's why a good timeout taken early.
Let's take a break. This is the Spartan Media Network.
People can't have access to quality medical care without affordable health insurance. At Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, we understand increasing health insurance costs are becoming more of a strain on the budgets of the businesses and people we serve. Affordability matters. It affects real families, real decisions, and real care. That's why at Blue Cross, we're dedicated to finding solutions. To learn about this critical issue and our efforts to make healthcare affordable for all, visit mibluedaily.com/affordability today.
eBay has reinvented vehicle buying. From click to curb, everything's covered. Ever try to buy a car online and end up in a parking lot with a stranger and some blind trust? That era is over. Now with Secure Purchase, eBay isn't just where you find your car. It's where you buy it, start to finish. Title, financing, registration, delivery, it's all built in. This is the modern way to buy your next ride on eBay. eBay. Things people love. Secure Purchase is powered by Caramel Dealer Services, LLC, an eBay subsidiary.
At Rocket, we believe everyone deserves their shot at the American dream. So if you're feeling locked out of home ownership, we're here to give you back the keys. We're opening doors, breaking down walls, and doing everything we can to turn renters into owners. And we're not going to stop until we help everyone home. To find out more, visit rocket.com. Rocket, own the dream.
Labatt and Game Day, the perfect combo for football, friends, and a little friendly fire.
Nice jersey. Guess they were out of adult sizes.
Labatt is the beer that's there for every good-natured jab, every ridiculous comeback, because with friends, roasting each other is just another way to say,
"You're an idiot, but I love you."
Labatt, brewed for the roast. Always enjoy responsibly.
You'll want to join us for the Michigan Sports Brief every weekday on all of our Spartan Sports Network affiliates, presented by Frankenmuth Insurance. Find a local independent agent near you by visiting fmins.com. Spartans out of a timeout they took facing their first third down situation of the afternoon. It's 3rd and 6 at the Youngstown State 35. The Penguins with the lead, 3-0. We have 3:54 to play in the first. Makai Frazier stays on at running back. Off the right shoulder of Aiden Childs. Marcian McCray, wide left, hand off to Frazier, trying to run that way, and he's hitting the backfield. He loses yardage back to the 37-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 8. Dane Hodge made a nice play, a senior from Rock Island, Illinois, to nail Makai Frazier for a loss. I do not see a field goal kicker.
No, they're not going to do it. That's the reason they ran that. They tried to pick up something because they knew, I think Coach Smith knew going into that, this is 2-down territory. We're going to go for it on 4th down.
Aiden Childs in the shotgun. Frazier off his left shoulder. Here's a good snap back. Aiden impromptu to his left. He'll ad-lib run it. He's at the 30. Angles to the left sideline and out of bounds on the near left sideline at the 27-yard line. Aiden Childs picks up 10. Dathan Hickey bumped him out of bounds. A transfer from Yale.
That's a smart play by Aiden Childs. He sat back there, looked around, assessed to see if there was anyone open. No one's there, and he did. He's an athletic kid. He put on more weight this offseason so he could have plays like that.
Yeah, he can run over some people. 1st and 10 Spartans at the Youngstown State 27-yard line. Childs makes a handoff to Frazier running left, throws it right side. Caught on the far sideline by Omari Kelly, and Kelly spins away from a tackler. He's inside the 15-yard line, out of bounds at the Youngstown State 12. Dane Hodge, the nickelback, made the play. 15-yard pickup. The ball's at the 12-yard line of Youngstown State at the right hash. 1st and 10 Spartans. We have just over 2 to play in the first. Youngstown State with a 3-0 lead. The big fullback, Jay Coyne, steps in. Backs are in the eye. Handoff to Frazier, running left, and he's hit at the 10. Bounces off to about the 8-yard line of Youngstown State. 4-yard pickup. Preston Zandler made the stop.
It's always nice to see the fullback, Jay Coyne, in the game, and Michigan State going with pure power run here. And I love when they put Aiden Childs on the move. I think that's when he's at his best. And also deep in the red zone here, this is where they like to attack their tight end. So Michael Masunas, this is his time right here.
2nd and 6 at the 8. Jack Belling in motion from the right to the left. Play pick to Frazier, end around handoff. Rodney Bullard Jr. running right to left, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, MSU.
An excellent job of avoiding that first tackler on the reverse, because Youngstown State's defensive end played it very well, and that's where the receivers' athletic ability came into play. And downfield, once he got past that first Youngstown State defender, there were nothing but a green wall and green grass ahead of him for the touchdown.
Bullard could motor. Transfer from Valdosta State. Martin Connington, who had 2 field goals against BC, comes on for the PAT. It's down, it's up, and it's good. The Spartans take the lead. It's Michigan State 7, Youngstown State 3, with 1:13 to play here, first quarter. This is the Spartan Media Network.
On game day, there's nothing like tailgating, touchdowns, and Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth and tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Cool, refreshing, and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
There's a difference between an answer and a Michigan answer. It starts with our team and people like you. University of Michigan Health Sparrow is hiring for a wide variety of roles at all experience levels. Unlock your potential and discover a fulfilling career at one of our award-winning hospitals and health centers. We make a difference every day, together. Join us at careers.ufmhealthsparrow.org.
Cheer on the Spartans from the comfort of your own home. Enter the home gating fan wall presented by Eckrich Smoked Sausage. Send a photo of your home gating setup to win 4 tickets to homecoming against the UCLA Bruins and a free year of Eckrich Smoked Sausage. Enter through the MSU social channels today. With that last TD, that's another $100 donated to Michigan schools. Wooden Associates Family Law Attorneys are proud sponsors of MSU athletics and touchdowns for teachers. Every TD this season, $100 to support teachers. Thanks, Wooden Associates, attorneys at law. Spartans answer with an 82-yard, 10-play drive in 6 minutes and 1 second to go up 7-3. It was a solid drive, J.U.
It definitely was a solid drive. They did a lot of things, mixing up the offense. And the biggest thing, too, is I know they had to go for it on 4th down, but staying ahead of the train, staying ahead of schedule. It's a lot easier, when it's 2nd and 5 to call plays instead of, 2nd and 10, 3rd and 10. So really good job by the Spartan offense of mixing it up, and good job with the players by executing it.
Jaden Gilbert and Flash Wilson are deep for Youngstown State. Aiden Childs on that drive was 3 for 3 for 53 yards. 2 to Nick Marsh for 38 yards. Ryan Eckley will kick off. Kai Flash Wilson near side at the 1-yard line to our left. Here's the run up by Eckley and a booming boot. That's going to be a touchback. He almost got it to the back line of the end zone. What an athlete.
Yeah, real talented kid Ryan Eckley is. And we had an opportunity to have him on the coaches show. And, you saw his personality, and really good character kid as well.
I agree. Any coach in America would love to have him.
Oh, absolutely.
Including, as I said the other night, some in the NFL.
Yeah. Because he's so talented, being able to kick off, punt, that's an extra, if you're looking at the NFL level, that's a, extra roster spot a team can, have another guy on there.
He's a backup kickoff guy anyway. 1st and 10 for the Penguins now. Touchback brings it out to the 25-yard line. 1:13 to play in the first. Spartans lead them 7-3 here in the sunshine in East Lansing.
It's going to be interesting to see how in the second drive, how they play this quarterback, if they're going to put a spy on him or not.
Brungard has backs on either side, takes the deep snap, hands the ball off to Tahir Mills, runs off right guard. The senior from Ridley, Pennsylvania, gets 2 yards. Grady Kelly transferred in at defensive tackle for the Spartans at 6'2" and 295, makes the stop at the 27-yard line. 2nd down and 8 for Youngstown State.
It will be a long day for the Penguins if they want to line up and just hand the ball off and try to attack the Spartans with the run game in the middle there. That's the strength of the Spartans defense, is that stopping the run.
Mills stays on it, running back off the right shoulder of Brungard. Snap back to Brungard, looking left all the way, throws it that way. The catch is made by Max Tomczak, and that means 36 straight games with a catch for the senior from Frankfort, Illinois. Jordan Hall knocked him down at the 33, help from backup nickelback Jeremiah Hughes.
Great job by Jordan Hall getting down there, and he did a great technique as he made the hard hit on there. He had his hand in there and tried to rip the ball out. And a lot of times you can get these receivers because when they get jarred by the hit, the ball could just come loosely out of their hands.
First quarter will end with Youngstown State looking at 3rd and 2 at their 33-yard line. The score after 1 in East Lansing, Michigan State 7, Youngstown State 3. You're listening to MSU Football.
What kind of people work at the Michigan Department of Corrections? The kind of people who value fairness, integrity, and compassion. People like you. Come join us. Consider a career at MDOC. We offer great pay and benefits, paid training, and we have immediate openings for corrections officers, healthcare and mental health professionals, food service staff, and more. Go to michigan.gov/MDOC jobs to learn more.
The AC by Marriott Lansing Hotel is redefining your overnight experience in East Lansing. These brand new facilities opened in 2023 and bring an unmatched level of hospitality to visitors of Michigan State University. As part of the Red Cedar development, guests have walkable access to restaurants and a direct connection to campus. There's no other choice when it comes to overnight lodging here in Michigan's capital city, steps away from Spartan Stadium. Book now at achotellansing.com.
Welcome back to Spartan Stadium in East Lansing after 1. Michigan State 7, Youngstown State 3. George Blaha with J.U. Kolkrick. Our sideline reporter is Trey Mosley. We call him Scoop Mosley. He got us the word earlier on Alante Brown. Our statistician is Greg Schultz. Ira Gabin's our spotter. Great to have the best in the business as our engineer, Al Rosenberg, and Wendy Hart's our producer-director. Tony Costello, overall producer. And we have a relatively tight ball game. Michigan State answered an early field goal by the Penguins with a touchdown of their own on an end around by Rodney Bullard, a fifth-year senior from Albany, Georgia, who began his career at Valdosta State. I think Michigan State did a remarkably good job in the transfer portal in the offseason.
Yeah, they definitely did. They went and surrounded themselves, especially in that wide receiver room. A lot of guys that can make big plays to help Nick Marsh. And in turn, what that also does, it helps out the quarterback, Aiden Childs, as well.
Hey, when you shop Meijer, you help support hundreds of local teams across the Midwest, from big league stadiums to the neighborhood ball field. Learn more at Meijer.com/community. Let's go down to Trey.
Yeah, so one big thing I noticed when you have these FBS and FCS matchups is a lot of people may assume that the difference is on the skill positions, but really it's in the trenches with the offensive and defensive line. The Spartans have to dominate in the trenches so that Youngstown's players don't build up confidence throughout the game, because when teams build confidence, anything is possible. So you have to suck the energy out of them early in the game.
Thank you, Trey. It's 3rd down and 2 at their own 33 for Youngstown State. First play of the second quarter. Brungart's throw broken up by Malcolm Bell. He was trying to hit Arcade Dandridge up around the 40-yard line. 4th down for Youngstown State.
That was a really good pass breakup by Bell. Textbook, that's how you're taught to do that. Go over the top, put your hand, and swat the football away. Great job by the Spartan defense of getting the 3 and out and get their offense back on. As Troy alluded to, momentum. This game's about momentum, and if the Spartans can go ahead, and have a big electric play here, score on this next drive with their offense, they've started to take Youngstown State out of the game.
Brendan Kilpatrick, FCS Punter of the Year watch candidate, punts it away, and it's going to roll nicely for the Penguins inside the 15-yard line of the 13-yard line across the way here at Spartan Stadium. So the Spartans will take over at their 13, just underway here in the second quarter.
In that first drive, we saw offensive coordinator Brian Lundgren mix it up a little bit with the run, the pass. I thought, a lot of success came when Aiden Childs was on the move. So let's see if he, calls these naked bootlegs to get Aiden on the move so he can, because that's when you lose sight of your receiver downfield.
Brennan Parachek on at tight end. Spartans break the huddle. Ball's at the left hash. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Brandon Tullis is the running back. Play fake to Tullis. Childs will shake and bake in the backfield and run it straight ahead. He's whipped around and thrown down at the 16. Mike Wells is a big guy at 6'5" and 250, made the tackle. Wells out of Newcastle, Pennsylvania. 2nd down and 7. 3-yard pickup for Aiden Childs. Whether it's home, auto, life, or business insurance, Diversified Insurance Group has the coverage you need to stay ahead of the game. Personalized solutions, just like a perfectly executed play. WeDigInsurance.com, and let's win together on and off the field. 2nd down and 7 at the 16-yard line for Michigan State. Handoff goes to Brandon Tullis. Tullis running left. He's out to the 20. 3 yards shy of a first down. Justin Wimpy makes the tackle. 4-yard gain. No huddle. 3rd down and 3. Spartans at their 20. Giles takes a shotgun snap. Throws right side for Nick Marks. Breaks one tackle. Hurdles over another tackler at the 35. But he stepped out back at the 32. Makai Shaid bumped him. And he's down at the 32, but that's a first down.
That's a big-time throw by Aiden Childs from one hash all the way across the field to the big part of the field. That's a big throw. It displays the arm strength that he has.
3 catches for 50 yards for Nick Marsh, who goes wide side left. 1st and 10 at the 32. Quick throw to Nick Marsh. Makes the grab at the 38. He's got a guy he's dragging across the 40, drags him across the 45, and he's out to the 47 or 48-yard line. Took Brandon Chambers Jr., the redshirt freshman from Peril, Pennsylvania, for a ride. He finally dropped him at the 47. 15-yard pickup on a first down.
Again, it's going to be a long day for Youngstown State if they continue to play one-on-one man coverage against Nick Marsh. He's a kid that, if he catches the ball, he's going to make you miss.
Frazier's back in at running back. Aiden Childs is under center. Hand off to Frazier. Runs to his right. A little shake, and he gains an extra yard or 2 to the 50. Belted by Makai Shaid at the 50-yard line. 3 yards and a cloud of dust. 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, I think in the film room, Coach Bonifaz is going to say, make one cut and stick your foot in the ground, get north and south. Frazier, he's going to look at that and wish he did that.
Yeah. 2nd down, 7. Spartans at midfield. Childs has Frazier off his left shoulder in the shotgun. Omari Kelly in motion right to left. Snap back to Aiden. He's got time. Throws left side for Omari Kelly over the left shoulder catch, and he runs out of bounds at the 40-yard line of Youngstown State. Brandon Chambers Jr. made the tackle.
Again, this Youngstown State defense are continuing to play a bit of a man coverage on the wide receivers, and we all know the talent that's in that wide receiver room, and a great catch by Omari Kelly, catching it with all hands instead of using his body. And when these receivers have the ball in their hands, they can certainly make plays happen downfield.
Childs is 6 out of 6. 1st and 10 Spartans at the 40-yard line of Youngstown State. Aiden's under center. Play fakes. Steps back in the pocket. Has some time. Zips it over the middle. His first incompletion. In and out of the fingertips of Omari Kelly at about the 20-yard line. Let's go down to Trey Mosley.
I definitely think some fatigue kicked in there for Omari Kelly on that route. He wasn't able to really run the way he needed to get to that ball, from Aiden. I think it was a good ball placement there, but see, we have a new body rotating in now, so hopefully he can get back out there in a few plays.
2nd and 10. Ball's at the 40 of Youngstown State. Childs in the shotgun. Hands off to Frazier. Frazier starts left, cuts back to the right, and is drilled at the 37-yard line. Mike Wells makes the stop along with Justin Wimpy. Middle backer and a corner teamed up to take down Makai Frazier. Ball's at the 37-yard line of Youngstown State. 3rd down and 7. Spartans up 7-3. 10.5 to play in the first half. Elijah Tolliver on it, running back. Evan Boyd among the receivers now. Snap back to Aiden Childs. Has some time. Throws over the middle, and it's caught by Big Jack Velling, his tight end. Breaks a tackle, now another. He's inside the 20, and finally dragged down at the Youngstown State 19-yard line by Chambers.
Jack Velling sight in there. That's good when you get the talented tight end involved in the game early. Good job of breaking a tackle and getting more yards.
18-yard pickup on a first down. And Youngstown State will call a timeout. I think that's a pretty good timeout. The Spartans were rolling.
Yeah, absolutely. Good timeout by Youngstown State because the Spartans, they came with that hurry-up offense there.
We'll take a timeout with 9:57 to play in the first half. In East Lansing, it's Michigan State 7, Youngstown State 3. This is the Spartan Media Network.
Hello?
Where are you? The party started an hour ago.
I got, delayed.
Wait, are you at the casino again?
Casino? No, not at all.
If gambling is getting in the way of your priorities, self-exclusion from the Detroit casinos might be for you. Learn more at don'tregretthebet.org. A message from the Michigan Gaming Control Board. Have a gambling problem? Call the National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, Michigan State Spartans, ready to one-up your rivals off the field? Abbott and the Big Ten are back with the We Give Blood Drive. By showing up to donate blood, you can help your school win $1 million for student or community health, score a limited edition home field designed Michigan State Spartans t-shirt, and most importantly, save lives. Go to bigten.org/Abbott to find a donation location and put Michigan State in the lead.
There's a difference between an answer and a Michigan answer. It starts with our team and people like you. University of Michigan Health Sparrow is hiring for a wide variety of roles at all experience levels. Unlock your potential and discover a fulfilling career at one of our award-winning hospitals and health centers. We make a difference every day, together. Join us at careers.ufmhealthsparrow.org.
Want some serious entertainment packed full of serious excitement? Are you ready to wine and dine with some serious food and drinks and experience some seriously luxurious game-changing accommodations, all while you do some serious unwinding at your favorite playgrounds? You're in luck. Turtle Creek Casino and Hotel, Leelanau Sands Casino and Lodge, Crystal Shores Casino, and Grand Traverse Resort and Spa are inviting you to stop by for some serious fun.
10th play of the drive coming up. 4 of the first 9 were chunk plays, meaning you pick up 10-plus yards. This drive started at the 13-yard line. Tullis is on at running back. Childs is under center. First and 10 at the 19. Fake to Tullis. Around left to right is Krishan McCray, and McCray is dropped at about the line of scrimmage. A lot of arms and legs and churning, but only for no gain. Second down and 10. Spartans at the 19, but that might stretch out that defense a little bit, knowing Krishan McCray could hit you with an end around any second. Omari Kelly is wide left with Jack Belling. McCray to the right, along with Nick Marsh. Childs looks left all the way, fires to Jack Belling, reaches up and makes a grab inside the 5-yard line of Youngstown State. Nice catch by Jack Belling. Pass was hot and a little high, but that didn't bother him. Dean Hodge made the tackle.
Yeah, that is a very good job by Jack Belling, climbing the ladder and catching this football. And it's a thing. Jack Belling's coming alive now. This could be the game, leading into Big Ten play. That he needs to build that confidence for next week.
First and goal at the 3. Makai Frazier, the running back. The fullback now is Jay Coyne. So the backs are in the eye. Block from Coyne. Hand off to Frazier, and he'll spin out of a tackle behind the line of scrimmage and fall forward close to the 4. So he's going to lose at least 1 here. Colin Vaughn made the stop for the Penguins of Youngstown State.
I think they're going to call a penalty for 12. I think Youngstown State had 12 guys on the field on that play.
Illegal substitution, defense, 12 players participating in the previous play. Half the distance to the goal remains first down. And
that's one way to stop a drive. First and goal. Now we're at the 1.5-yard line. Jay Coyne stays in. He's tight on the left. Two tight ends on the right. Fouls under center. Toss sweep. Frazier running right to the end zone on his feet. Into the end zone. Touchdown, MSU.
A great run by Frazier there. This is just big boy football there. This is meat on meat. My guy's better than your guy. We're going to go in there. And good job by Frazier of knowing where that goal line was, sticking his foot and getting north and south for that. Good job on the outside by the tight ends and the linemen blocking.
Martin Connington will try the point after. Eckley will hold. It's down, it's up, and it's good. The Spartans 14, Youngstown State 3, 8:07 still to play here in the first half. You're listening to MSU Football.
For high school seniors, the matchup of the year isn't on the field. It's actually online. That's right. When you fill out the FAFSA, the free application for federal student aid, you could also be eligible for thousands of dollars in additional money from the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. Now that's a matchup we can all root for. Get started today at michigan.gov/achievement. The Michigan Achievement Scholarship. It's a game changer.
You love the thrill of the game, but not from the sidelines. As the official orthopedic and sports medicine partner of Michigan State Athletics, McLaren Orthopedics and Sports Medicine can help you get back in action. Our team of experts specialize in the prevention, treatment, and rehabilitation of sport injuries. Whether you're swinging a bat, shooting hoops, or running the trails, we make you feel like a pro at any age. Learn more at McLaren.org.
The Jonathan Smith Radio Show, bringing you insight and laughs each week with J.U. Colcrick and Coach Jonathan Smith.
Game one, we had some stuff where he's changing at the line of scrimmage. That has grown as the season's gone on, whether we're talking protection, we're talking a route, we're going from a run play to a pass play, we're going from one run play to another run play. That menu for him has grown as we've gone.
Tune in to the Jonathan Smith Radio Show throughout the season on the Spartan Media Network.
Calling hard seltzer lovers. Searching for the tastiest seltzer? Look no further. Neutral Vodka Seltzer is absolutely delicious. Made with real vodka and real juice, Neutral keeps it tasty with every sip. With flavors like pineapple, watermelon, orange, and lime, there's something for everyone. Neutral. Keep it tasty. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch. Neutral flavored vodka and carbonation, 4.5% alcohol by volume, St. Louis, Missouri.
Michigan State 14, Youngstown State 3, 8:07 to play in the first half. Every day is game day with the Michigan Lottery. Choose your favorite way to play with the Detroit Lions Instant Game, Fast Cash, Pull Tab, and Online Game. Chances to win up to $500,000. Farm Bureau Insurance invites you inside the green for an exclusive dinner with legendary basketball coach Tom Izzo. For details and to register, visit InsideTheGreensweeps.com. Farm Bureau Insurance, a proud sponsor of Michigan State Athletics. We're talking chunk plays here. On the last drive, the Spartans had 5 for 10-plus yards out of 12 total plays, and Aiden Childs was 5 out of 6 for 71 on the drive. Gilbert and Flash Wilson deep for Youngstown State, 87-yard, 12-play drive, burned up 6 and 37. Ryan Eckley with a run up, and here's the kick. Kind of a flat kick, goes out of bounds. Some extra pushing and shoving up around the 25-yard line. No harm, no foul, no flag.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team, Michigan State is elected to start its drive at the 35-yard line. First down.
It's Youngstown State who made that decision to put the ball at the 35. That was the referee, Gregory Bloom.
One of the few rare mistakes you're going to see from Eckley, kicking that ball out of bounds, giving this Youngstown State team good starting position. Now let's see if this defense comes in. Last time they were out there, they were able to get a 3-and-out and get off the field. Let's see if they can do that again.
They can. Plenty of time for a score and more. Youngstown State at their 35. Gilbert and Mills on either side of Bo Brungard, the QB. Snap back to Brungard. Takes a handoff, runs to his right, and the Spartans have him outnumbered. And he's out of bounds at the 32. Malcolm Bell and Grady Kelly were there. So he lost a couple back to the 33.
That's a really good job by the entire defense of just staying lateral and making sure that the quarterback kept going east and west as opposed to north to south. And if you do that, you can just corral them to the sideline, and the quarterbacks usually don't want to take hits, and he's just going to go out of bounds like he did on that play.
Second down 12 at the 33. Bo Brungard hands the ball off to his favorite running back, Jaden Gilbert, and Gilbert's got a little running room. He's up to midfield. He's on the far right sideline trying to outrace the Spartans, and he's inside the 10, inside the 5, and knocked down at the 1 foot line. At the 1 foot line. Jaden Gilbert, sophomore from Elyria, Ohio, took off like a jet. Joshua Eden able to stay with him just enough to keep him out of the end zone. That's a chunk play and then some for Youngstown State.
That definitely is. Now we're going to see if the Spartans last week against Boston College were able to force a turnover with the ball inside the 1 here. Let's see if they can do that again today.
First and goal at the 1 foot line. Brunhard in the shotgun. Hands the ball off to Jaden Gilbert. He's to the goal line. No indication yet that he got past the goal line. He'll be at the half a foot line maybe. Grady Kelly and Raekwon Buckley. Buckley from Grand Rapids, transferred to Michigan State from Nebraska. Team up to make the hit. Kelly weighs 295, Buckley 325. Second and goal inside the 1 yard line. Bo Brungard has Jaden Gilbert off his right shoulder. Hands to Gilbert, and Gilbert's got running room, and he kind of walks in off right guard. They were worried about Brungard, and you could see it there. The running quarterback as a weapon, and the Spartans kind of keyed on him, and it was a touchdown alley for Jaden Gilbert.
Yeah, that's what happens if you have a quarterback that can run and put up the yards on the ground as Brungard has. So your defense, you can't be as aggressive on one player. You have to stay keys, and your defensive ends have to stay flat and make sure that it's not a quarterback keeper.
Andrew Listowka. With the point after. It's down, it's up, and it's good. And that is now 59 straight PATs for Listowka. Youngstown State's within 4. Michigan State 14. The Penguins 10. 5:59 till halftime. This is the Spartan Media Network.
People can't have access to quality medical care without affordable health insurance. At Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, we understand increasing health insurance costs are becoming more of a strain on the budgets of the businesses and people we serve. Affordability matters. It affects real families, real decisions, and real care. That's why at Blue Cross, we're dedicated to finding solutions. To learn about this critical issue and our efforts to make healthcare affordable for all, visit mibluedaily.com/affordability today.
Farm Bureau Insurance invites you inside the green for an exclusive dinner with basketball coach Tom Izzo. This unique experience includes a private dinner for one winner and 3 guests with Coach Izzo. The winner also receives a private tour of the Breslin Center, an autographed basketball from Coach, tickets to a future home game, and more. For more details and to register, visit InsideTheGreenSweeps.com. Farm Bureau Insurance, proud sponsor of Michigan State Athletics.
Labatt and Game Day, the perfect combo for football, friends, and a little friendly fire.
Nice jersey. Guess they were out of adult sizes.
Labatt is the beer that's there for every good-natured jab, every ridiculous comeback, because with friends, roasting each other is just another way to say,
"You're an idiot, but I love you."
Labatt, brewed for the roast. Always enjoy responsibly.
Zeke the Wonder Dog still at work at Spartan Stadium. A new Zeke, very frisky, very fast. Auto Owners Insurance, simple human sense. Ask your independent agent if auto owners make sense to you. Spartan fans, choose chill and celebrate responsibly. 21 does mean 21. Coors Light, choose chill. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Beers, stick around for the Coors Light halftime show with Will Tiemann and Dalton Shetler. Krishan McCray and Elijah Tolliver deep for Michigan State. Delonte Brown come up a little bit lame in the pregame. He was murder on Boston College on kick returns last week.
Yeah, he absolutely was. And he was a spark plug for the Spartan team, especially the Spartan offense.
Josh Wilkins will kick off for Youngstown State. Sails over the head of McCray on the near side of the end zone here. The near left side of the end zone. That'll bring it out to the 25-yard line. Spartans will put it in play there. Answering a Youngstown State touchdown was the goal.
Yeah, we'll see what the Spartans can do offensively here, because so far they've been playing a good game. They've been taking what the defense has been giving them. So let's see if they continue to do that, and let's see if Youngstown State continues to play that man coverage on the Spartans receivers.
Let's go to Trey Mosley now on the sideline.
Yeah, so the offense has to come out and move the ball down the field and put some points on the board. I'm looking across at the Youngstown State sideline, and the guys over there are looking like we can pull this off right now. So we cannot allow them to continue to think that. We have to go down and put some points up.
Childs fakes a pitch out left side, runs to the right, throws to the right. Jack Velling makes the catch, and he gets a yard for his efforts. Block tackle down at the 26-yard line by Isaiah Hackett, local kid from Youngstown East High School. A lot of good ball players have come from Youngstown. Cardinal Mooney. 2nd down and 9 for Youngstown State, for the Michigan State rather, at their 26-yard line. Childs has Tullis off his right shoulder, takes the shotgun snap, goes left side. Nick Marsh steps out of one tackle, angles to the far left sideline, and is finally bumped out of bounds beyond midfield at the 48-yard line of Youngstown State. Karsten Marshall, a junior from Kennesaw, Georgia, makes the play. It's a 26-yard pickup to the 48-yard line of Youngstown State.
Once again, you see back again, the Youngstown State defenses continue to play that one-on-one coverage against the Spartan, especially a guy like Nick Marsh. You're going to have to play some type of bracket coverage with safety help over top.
Marsh wide left against Isaiah Hackett. First down and 10 at the 48. Quick toss to Marsh. Steps out of a tackle try by Hackett at the 46 and dives to the 44-yard line of the Penguins. We have 4:29 left till halftime. Michigan State 14, Youngstown State 10.
You see the Spartans, they see that, and they're, going to continue to go back to Marsh, especially if you're going to play man coverage and then you're going to give that much cushion. These are high percentage throws that, it's simple pitch and catch for Aiden Childs and Nick Marsh right now.
6 catches for 94 yards for Nick Marsh. 2nd down and 6. There are flags before the snap, and going to get a false start on the Spartans here. The ball was at the 44-yard line of
False
Youngstown
start.
State.
Offense number 58. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Connor Moore with movement, says referee Gregory Bloom. Second and 11 at the 49-yard line of Youngstown State now. Mackay Frazier's the running back. Jaden Childs, quick throws right side, is dropped by Mackay Frazier. Tried to one-hand it in the backfield. It's incomplete. So what are the Spartans going to do with this drive now? They're looking at 3rd down and 11. That's the 49-yard line of Youngstown State.
Yeah, this is what you talk about. The Spartans they want to be ahead of schedule. 3rd and 11, 3rd and 12 is not the ideal position to be in. And traditionally, these Spartans haven't been able to operate well under. Maybe they can make a big splash play here. They've been able to do that throughout the game.
The big banger back, Brandon Tullis, is checked in off the right shoulder of Childs. Childs looking downfield, finally throws it short. One-handed catch made by Krishan McCray. And McCray dives out of bounds at the far sideline at the 41-yard line. That's an 8-yard pickup. Nice catch by Krishan McCray. And we have a Spartan down. It's Gavin Brocious, I believe.
Yeah, that's not good. But it'll give the Spartans an opportunity to recover here. And I think, throughout the season, we've seen Coach Smith be really aggressive on 4th downs. So I think they might, it's not out of the question for them to go for it on this 4th and 4.
One of the offensive linemen's down. Until we can see the number, no further guessing about who's hurt. It is Luka Vincic. Promising transfer from Oregon State. 6'5" and 306 out of Bethel, Washington. Let's go to Trey Mosley now on the sidelines.
Yeah, so the trainers are tending to his lower body. I don't know if he got rolled up on or just got tangled up. You know how it is sometimes in the trenches with the O-line and D-line. Guys are falling down like trees. I hope that he's able, to get up and get off the field on his own. But if not, the trainers are definitely going to have to tend to that some more.
That's Trey Mosley, former Spartan standout wide receiver, our sideline reporter. And Luka Vincic is now up and seated. And they'll get him to his feet. Putting just a little pressure on one leg.
Yeah, earlier in the first 2 games, Coach Jonathan Smith elected to go with that rotation at offensive linemen. And just in case something like this happens, the next guy up can go in there and have some real in-game playing time and experience. So hopefully this is something short-lived for Luka, but it has to be that next man up mentality. Have to go in there and take care of business.
Big Julie, that's his nickname. Kristen Phillips, who came to Michigan State at about 350 pounds, weighs 310 now, junior from Conyers, Georgia. He is on for Vincic. It's 4th and 3 for the Spartans at the 41-yard line of Youngstown State. Childs in the shotgun. The snap back. Looking over the center. Throws it that way, and it's nearly picked off at the 10-yard line by Mikhail Shaid. He had 2 hands on it and didn't hold it, so the Spartans are unable to convert, and we're going to go to halftime with a tight ball game.
Yeah, that was a miscommunication, I believe, on Velen. Velen was running the streak route down the middle, and Aiden Childs threw it a little like he was supposed to be running an in-breaking route. So miscommunication there. That's the beauty now. They have these tablets on the sideline. They can go sit down, regroup, take a look at it, and see what they did wrong. But this defense needs to step up here. They can't allow this Youngstown State team to have that belief.
Gilbert's the running back. He had a big run to set up their touchdown and then scored the TD on their last possession. Bo Brungard hands the ball off to Gilbert. Alex Van Sumeren drops him after a 1-yard gain. Clock shows 3 minutes left till halftime. Youngstown State 2nd down and 9 at their 42. 4 wide receivers. The running back Gilbert now motions out of the backfield to the left. Pass goes on the left side, caught by Tomczak. Tomczak is dropped at the 45-yard line. Jeremiah Hughes, the LSU transfer from Pine Bluff, Arkansas, makes the stop for Michigan State.
Big third down coming up for the Spartans. Let's see if Youngstown State spread them out and use the legs of Bo, their quarterback, or if they can continue to do these screen routes to their wide receivers.
3rd and 6, Youngstown State at the Penguins' 45, and Michigan State will take a timeout here.
Final team charge timeout, Michigan State.
Try to get an extra player in. They realized they were going to run out of time, took a timeout. We have timeout called here with 2:07 to play in the first half. Michigan State leads Youngstown State 14-10. Youngstown State had a game-opening drive that resulted in a field goal. Then in a big run, a 66-yarder by Jaden Gilbert to set up a touchdown by Jaden Gilbert. He was knocked down at the 1-foot line. 2 plays later, they scored, and it's now 14-10. Spartans just went 4 and out. How about an update from Trey Mosley on Luka Vincic?
Yeah, so going back to the injury on Luka, I'm hearing that a teammate blocked a defender and the defender fell into his lower body, which caused him to get tangled up. Wishing the best for Luka, and I hope that he can return.
Friendly fire. 3rd and 6. Ball's at the 45-yard line of Youngstown State. Bo Brungard is the quarterback. He's in the shotgun. Gilbert off his right shoulder. Long count. Play clock's inside 5. Kind of the snap back. 10-yard throws right side. The pass is caught on the run. Nice grab by Tomczak. And Tomczak is to the 38 of Michigan State. Brady Pretzloff made the stop for the Spartans.
The Spartans need to create something. They can't sit back, similar to last week with a quarterback like this that has the ability to throw the ball downfield. He's a good passer as well. They're going to have to get some pressure on the quarterback. And if they can't get to him, they need to put their hands up so they can knock down the ball.
2-minute timeout. Spartans 14, Youngstown State 10. This is the Spartan Media Network.
Farm Bureau Insurance invites you inside the green for an exclusive dinner with basketball coach Tom Izzo. This unique experience includes a private dinner for 1 winner and 3 guests with Coach Izzo. The winner also receives a private tour of the Breslin Center, an autographed basketball from Coach, tickets to a future home game, and more. For more details and to register, visit InsideTheGreenSweeps.com. Farm Bureau Insurance, proud sponsor of Michigan State Athletics.
Want some serious entertainment packed full of serious excitement? Are you ready to wine and dine with some serious food and drinks and experience some seriously luxurious game-changing accommodations, all while you do some serious unwinding at your favorite playgrounds? You're in luck. Turtle Creek Casino and Hotel, Leelanau Sands Casino and Lodge, Crystal Shores Casino, and Grand Traverse Resort and Spa are inviting you to stop by for some serious fun.
Spartan fans, Abbott and the Big Ten are back with the We Give Blood drive. Show up to donate blood to help your school win $1 million. That's $1 million for the student or community health. Score a limited edition Michigan State tee and save lives. Go to big10.org/Abbott to get in on the game. We have 2 minutes to play here in the first half at Spartan Stadium. Trey Mosley will visit with Coach Smith at the halftime break, and that's just around the corner. Some good things have happened in the first half, probably better things for Youngstown State. They're hoping to stay in the game, and right now they're in the game.
Yeah, exactly. If you're Youngstown State, this is the type of game that you want. This is the type of start that you can only wish for. Coming here in a hostile environment like Spartan Stadium, and you're only down 4, with the ball inside of 2 minutes before the half, going with the opportunity to score more points. So ideally, this is the start that Youngstown State wanted. For Spartans to have to create some type of spark to get this crowd back in the game.
1st and 10, Youngstown State at the Michigan State 38. Tahir Mills from Ridley, PA, back in at running back. He's 6 feet and 220. So big kid. Lines up to the right of quarterback Bo Brungard in the shotgun. In motion, Flash Wilson, right to left. Inside handoff, and Mills gets maybe a yard. Ben Roberts and Alex Van Sumeren drag him down.
Great job by the two D tackles there of penetrating that offensive line and getting in the backfield there. Ben Roberts, he's a kid that once he gets going, he plays with a lot of excitement, a lot of energy. He's a kid that's going to be really good for the Spartans throughout the season.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line after no gain, or barely a gain on 1st down. Brungard waits for the shotgun snap. Steps forward, now steps back. Runs up and throws left side. It's picked off. The Spartans pick it off at the 30-yard line. Amorion Smith, who's been a hero now 2 weeks in a row, makes a big pick. And the Spartans get the ball back with 1:14 to play in the first half.
George, that's the type of play. We said they needed to create some type of spark to get this stadium back in the game. And now this Spartan offense, with the knowing that they're going to get the ball at the start of the second half, they want to put together some type of drive in this 2-minute drill situation. And in a 2-minute drill, you always want to start with a positive play. So let's look to see, an easy completion for Aiden Childs. That's how you get the ball rolling on your 2-minute drill.
Spartans break the huddle. Tullis is the running back. Kelly, McCray, and Jack Belling set left. Nick Marsh to the right. Childs wants to throw. Crossing pattern catch is made by Brandon Tullis, his running back, at the 28-yard line. 4-yard pickup. Colin Vaughn, the lineman for the Penguins, still down. Their medical staff will come to take a look at the senior, who is 6'2" and 285. Their number 3 tackler had 10 stops coming into this one. He's acting like it's a leg injury.
First down. This penalty is against an assistant coach.
Called sideline interference.
Game clock operator, please reset the game clock to 1:07.
Youngstown assistant coach flagged for sideline interference.
Usually it's a warning that you get, but if the official run into you, then that's when they're going to throw the flags, because these officials, they don't want to miss games, running into a guy and getting hurt. So they're going to throw the flag quickly on that.
So the Spartans get a break, moves out to the 43-yard line, still 1:07 to play in the half. Omari Kelly, Treshawn McCray, and Belling are wide left. Aiden Childs decides to keep it and run and moves it all the way up to the 48-yard line. Mike Wells makes the tackle with 55 seconds to play in the half. It's 2nd down and 5 Spartans at their 48. Childs takes a shotgun snap, looks downfield, instead fires it short. The catch is made by running back Brandon Tullis. He got a first down, and the ball came out at the end of the play, but they said it was down when the ball collided with the grass here at Spartan Stadium. 1st and 10, Spartans at the 46-yard line of Youngstown State. Snap back to Aiden Childs in the shotgun. Aiden looks downfield, nowhere to throw. He will run to his right and out of bounds. Just outside the 40-yard line, Karsten Marshall ran him out. Let's pause 10 for our network stations to identify themselves. Second down 5, Michigan State. We're back live at Spartan Stadium. The Spartans are at the 41-yard line of Youngstown State. Only 27 seconds to play and a half. Second and 5 for Aiden Childs. From the shotgun. He looks left, looks center, looks right, throws it right, but it throws it out of bounds. Good decision. They had nowhere to throw the ball.
Yeah, that's a type of play last year you see Aiden trying to force that into something. That just goes back to show the growth that he has so far this season, making those types of plays and knowing when to surrender and play another down.
Now we have 21 seconds to play in the half. Third and 5. Ball still at the 41-yard line of Youngstown State. Michigan State 14. The Penguins of Youngstown State 10. With 21 seconds to play in the half. Here's the snap back to Aiden Childs. Aiden zings it right sideline. Nice grab made by Rodney Bullard. Flung out of bounds by Dathan Hickey, but he's got a first down inside the 25-yard line of Youngstown State. Out of bounds at the 24. That's a 17-yard pickup.
That's a good job by Bullard, going up and high pointing that football and also turning his body and going back to the ball, shielding the defender from it and having the presence to get his feet down and even out of bounds to stop this clock with 17 seconds left.
Now it's first and 10, Spartans at the Youngstown State 24. 17 seconds to play in the half. They lead the Penguins 14-10. Shotgun snap back to Aiden Childs. Throwing toward the pylon left side. It's a little bit high and incomplete. Intended for 6'3" Evan Boyd. If he can't get there, probably nobody can. It's incomplete.
It was a good decision by Childs. You know, he put that ball where only his receiver could have a chance at getting it. So really good decision, good ball placement by Aiden Childs. If he just needed to get it down another inch, and he would have been just fine.
Omari Kelly jumps out of the huddle first. He and Krishan McCray wide left. Frazier's the running back. Childs from the shotgun. Wings it. It's caught by Jack Belling inside the 5, and he's down at the 1-yard line. Justin Wimpy with the tackle. 7 seconds to play in the half. And the Spartans down it with 3 seconds to play in the half.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to get the Youngstown State defender for not getting back to his side of the ball in time, but this is crucial here. If this is on the Spartans, I believe that will be a 10-second runoff.
And we don't have 10 seconds. We only have 3. We'll listen to Gregory Bloom in a moment with an explanation of the flag.
Not all 11 players for Michigan State were set prior to the snap. That's a foul for a false start. This normally calls for a 10-second run off the game clock. However, Michigan State is using its third and final team timeout to avoid the runoff. It's first down.
Bad news for Youngstown State. Good decision by the Spartans. And so the Spartans can tack on 3 with a field goal here. A 24-yard attempt for Martin Connington. There's the snap back and the put down by Eckley. The kick is up and the kick is good. A little smoke for a celebration. And Michigan State will take a 17-10 lead to the halftime locker room.
That's a good getting some points, on that, you get the ball, you have your 2-minute drill. You always taught, in your 2-minute drill, you need to what you need to get or where you need to get to for the field goal. Unfortunately, that penalty drove the Spartans back, so I believe that's why they had to settle for the field goal, because I think if that ball was inside the one, they would have surely gone for it.
Last drive, 70 yards in 9 plays, just over a minute of possession, and a field goal to finish off the first half for the redshirt freshman from Meridian, Idaho, Martin Connington. Trey Mosley waiting to catch up with Jonathan Smith here before the Spartans walk into the locker room here at Spartan Stadium.
And again, if you're Youngstown State, this is the type of game that you want.
Now let's go to Trey Mosley and Coach Jonathan Smith.
Hey, Coach. There were some ups and downs throughout the first half, but the defense and offense finished strong. What's going to be the message relayed to the guys coming out the second half?
Well, yeah, defensively, we had to get some things solved. They misfit a couple of runs, huge creases there. I think we got more to us defensively. Offensively, like the finish there, probably going to manage that, just call the timeout so we go for it there on the 1 or 2 yard line. But we will take for the momentum scoring right at the end of the half.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you, gentlemen. At the half, Michigan State 17, Youngstown State 10. Will Tiemann and Dalton Shetler are next with a Coors Light halftime report here on the Spartan Media Network.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like wanting a psychic that helps you, but getting one that just ruins surprises.
I see. Your friend's throwing you a surprise party.
Well, that's ruined.
I see. The end of your favorite show. Madison stays with Braden.
Can I get a refund?
I don't see that.
You wouldn't settle for just any psychic, so don't settle for just any insurance. Get the real deal with State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Tired of old school hiring headaches? Endless interviews? Rigid schedules? The future of work is here, and it's called WorkShift. We match businesses with pre-screened, ready-to-go workers and handle payroll and compliance for you. Need more help today? Less tomorrow? With WorkShift, your workforce scales as quickly as your business does. Visit WorkShift.com to discover the future of work. WorkShift, proud sponsor of Michigan State Athletics.
Ohana means family. At Ohana Sushi and Bar, they treat you like family and keep prices low for everyone while bringing quality farm fresh and locally sourced ingredients to the table. Ohana is family owned and locally invested. Enjoy the only all-you-can-eat sushi and hibachi buffet in town during lunch for only $18.95. Don't forget about Ohana's unbeatable drink specials too. Everything is cooked to order and brought fresh to your table. Ohana, the only all-you-can-eat sushi and Japanese hibachi in Lansing, on West Saginaw, or visit ohanasushibar.com.
It's game time, and the Spartans are ready to take care of business on the field. If you're looking to do the same, the lending experts at Greenstone Farm Credit Services can help. Greenstone specializes in financing wide open spaces, from homes on rolling acres to pole barns and hobby farms. This season, enjoy the home field advantage and contact one of Greenstone's 30 Michigan locations, or visit greenstonefcs.com to get your loan started. Greenstone Farm Credit Services. We finance Spartan country. Greenstone is an equal housing lender.
Welcome back to East Lansing and welcome into our Coors Light halftime show. We're at the break. We got a game. It's Michigan State 17, Youngstown State's got 10. Now for another perspective on this thing from the field. Well, Trey, what are you thinking after 30 minutes?
It was definitely a roller coaster throughout the first half, especially in the first quarter. Youngstown came out first and scored, put some points on the board, which gave them some confidence throughout the first half. Spartans came out, returned to favor, putting some points on the board. And then to finish out the half, getting that turnover was huge to lead to get the field goal, which put us up 7, and also having the ball to come out the second half. So I need to see the Spartans, come out and dominate and not allow Youngstown State to prolong this game.
And I'm guessing Coach Smith will have everybody's attention.
Oh, absolutely. I can already tell by just the look he had in his eyes that he's going to get in there, make the right adjustments, and make sure guys are doing their job.
Thank you so much. Trey Mosley. Let's now take a look at today's stats brought to you by State Farm. Thank you to State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Well, Dalton, what do you got?
Well, as we've mentioned, Michigan State leading this one 17-10 at the break. They're also leading it in the yardage compartment as well. 266 yards for Michigan State, 159 for Youngstown State. getting it done in different ways. The green and white, 213 yards through the air. Youngstown State only 66. However, the Penguins have picked up 93 on the ground. Michigan State at just 53. Not as many plays as we typically see, Will. In the first half, a combined just 62 plays by both of these teams, but the Spartans still winning the time of possession. And real quick individually, Aiden Childs, 16 of 21 through the air for 213 yards. On the ground, he's been doing a lot of the work with his legs as well. 4 carries for 23 yards, but it was Makai Frazier and Rodney Bullard Jr. rushing it in for Michigan State. And on Youngstown State side, Bo Brungard, 7 of 10, 66 yards with an interception. But on the ground, it's been Jaden Gilbert with 5 rushes for 68 yards and a score for Youngstown State. So that's the stats for the first half.
And we talk about quarterback efficiency. Childs has now launched the ball 167 times with no picks. We'll be back with more of the Coors Light halftime show in a moment. Got a special guest, but first a break right here on the Spartan Media Network.
Spartan fans, choose chill. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes these moments when you choose to rise above the noise and choose chill even better. Coors Light is the official beer of Michigan State Athletics, so crack one open and take a sip. Coors Light, choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado, beer.
Hey, Michigan State Spartans, ready to one-up your rivals off the field? Abbott and the Big Ten are back with the We Give Blood Drive. By showing up to donate blood, you can help your school win $1 million for student or community health, score a limited edition home field designed Michigan State Spartans t-shirt, and most importantly, save lives. Go to bigten.org/Abbott to find a donation location and put Michigan State in the lead.
You love the thrill of the game, but not from the sidelines. As the official orthopedic and sports medicine partner of Michigan State Athletics, McLaren Orthopedics and Sports Medicine can help you get back in action. Our team of experts specialize in the prevention, treatment, and rehabilitation of sport injuries. Whether you're swinging a bat, shooting hoops, or running the trails, we make you feel like a pro at any age. Learn more at McLaren.org.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing a best man speech, but getting one from some random +1.
I am honored to be standing here today, also confused and a little hungry. Does anyone want to switch entrees? Pretty sure I checked beef.
You wouldn't settle for just any speech, so don't settle for just any insurance. Get the real deal with State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And welcome back to the Coors Light Halftime Report. We're at the break here in East Lansing. It's Michigan State leading Youngstown State 17-10. Well, it's now time to bring on our boss, Otis Wiley. And he's got a special guest.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Yeah, I'm with Deb Dansby, a good friend, but also one of our big partners in Farm Bureau Insurance. And one thing about today, we're celebrating Agriculture Day. So, Will, it's been a long time planning. We kind of joked about it. A lot of pressure leading up to this day, but to celebrate the land grant institution in Michigan State, it's a great opportunity to bring in Farm Bureau. No other partner fits perfectly like they do. So, it's great to see this partnership evolve. This is year one, inaugural day. We joked about it that basically it's like, why haven't we done this before? So it's great to bring it to life, and we're always going to be building on it year after year. But, Deb, how do you feel about it?
I think it's been a great day. It's been an honor to be here, and if you're going to have an Ag Day, Farm Bureau Insurance and Farm Bureau of Michigan needs to be part of it. We've been partnering with you for over 30 years in athletics and over 100 years from an agricultural perspective, and so it feels right. We want to keep it up. We want to do it over and over again.
Yeah, well, it was great, and we had a lot of people that you didn't realize. You see the facts that are happening about agriculture, so a lot of people in the stands are seeing like, hey, asparagus, you have potatoes. We have the #1 egg supplier in honestly the nation that is based out of here. So we've learned a lot and met a lot of different folks. And so if you're listening and you are obviously interested in partnering with us next year, trust me, we're going to be having a great time building this up for the year 2.
You never struck me as an ag guy.
Well, I was a landscape architect major, so like I always
we rub off on him, Will.
So as you guys go through this, I think one of the real surprises, and Otis just hit on it, all the ag produced in our state.
Yes.
If you don't live here or know it, you see Detroit, you think cars or whatever. You're not thinking soybeans.
No, but ag has historically been our number 2 industry in Michigan, right behind automotive. And it's key. It's key for our state, for everyone in our state, and we also feed people outside of our state. But for our company, it's unique, and it's what makes us different, because we not only represent the farmers in Michigan, the farmers created our insurance company to protect the people of Michigan from the risk of everyday life. So we're different in the sense that, you know, we care about the people in our communities, and we put our agents in those communities, and a social mission around ending childhood hunger. All of those things come together, and it all started with ag. Everything goes back to ag.
Well, if you can't feed people, you got a problem.
You do have a problem.
Absolutely. You got a problem. Yep. And so when you guys get together at Farm Bureau and talk about social initiatives, how does that go?
Well, we have a very specific social initiative. We give locally, but we are very committed to ending childhood hunger in Michigan. Like I said, we're well positioned. We have the people who harvest the food. We partner from a business perspective with those that move it. And we have a network of county farm bureaus and agents across the state that are going to partner with our schools across the state to make sure our kids have food in schools. We're doing a great initiative right now with a partnership with even the deer hunters across Michigan and the deer hunting associations, in partnership with our county farm bureaus and our agents, to really help make it safer on the road and manage our deer population, but more importantly, get that protein to kids who need it in the food banks and the schools and across the state. It's going to be a win-win for everyone, really.
Well, Otis, you want to wrap it up?
Oh, yeah. Well, Will, one, thank you for bringing us on. And, let's let the Spartans have a great second half.
Absolutely.
And we just keep continuing to celebrate agriculture, and not just for this game, but for the rest of the season.
But before we leave, Will, we couldn't be more honored and congratulate you on your nomination today into the S Club. What a great, great nominee.
Well, thanks. It's big.
It's very big and
proud,
well-deserved.
Thanks. I think maybe I'll have a beverage after this is all over.
As you should. Well, thank you, Will.
You're welcome, guys. Well, we're at halftime here in the Coors Light Halftime Report. We got a game. It's Michigan State 17, Youngstown State 10. Back with more in a moment right here on the Spartan Media Network.
Sometimes we're asked if you need to be a Spartan to be a member of Michigan State University Federal Credit Union. The answer is no. To be an MSU FCU member, you just need 3 things. 1, you love saving money and earning cash back. 2, you have a passion for supporting your community, just like we do. 3, when it comes to your future, you prefer to dream big. If this sounds like you, visit msufcu.org to get started. Of course, if you want to cheer on MSU, we're totally on board with that too. Go green.
The post-career day press conference, brought to you by Progressive.
Anthony, can you tell us what happened during career day?
I'm a biomedical researcher. The kids just weren't impressed.
How did you feel when your son called in the backup?
Embarrassed, and I knew it would be a fireman. It's always a fireman. It's cliche, but a crowd favorite. He had an axe and everything. I can't compete with that.
And will the fireman be helping your son with his science fair project?
Hope not. I'm literally a scientist.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Spartan fans, choose chill. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes these moments when you choose to rise above the noise and choose chill even better. Coors Light is the official beer of Michigan State Athletics, so crack one open and take a sip. Coors Light, choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado, beer.
Gambling can be fun.
Here we go.
Kind of like skydiving. The thrill, the excitement. But be careful, or gambling will start to feel like skydiving without a parachute. For tips that will help keep you out of harm's way, go to don'tregretthebet.org. A message from the Michigan Gaming Control Board. Have a gambling problem? call the National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER.
And welcome back for more of the Coors Light Halftime Report. You're here in East Lansing. Third game of the regular season. Tight one. Michigan State 17, Youngstown State 10. We'll team in here along with Dalton Scheller. And, well, we do have some highlights, Dalton.
Yeah, we most certainly do. As you mentioned, 17 points for Michigan State. Hey, and I'd be remiss, too, before we run through some of the highlights of the first half. We were blitzing through some of the stats. Didn't even mention Nick Marsh, 6 catches for 94 yards. That's a huge storyline in this one. Want to make sure we get that in there. But let's start the Spartan scoring party off with what was the first MSU touchdown. Rodney Bullard Jr. with this 8-yard run.
2nd and 6 at the 8. Jack Belling in motion from the right to the left. Play fake to Frazier. End around handoff. Rodney Bullard Jr. running right to left, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, MSU.
At that time, it made the score 7-3 Michigan State, and Spartans would follow that up with yet another touchdown. This time, it's Mekhi Frazier from a yard out.
Fouls under center. Toss sweep. Frazier running right to the end zone on his feet. Into the end zone. Touchdown, MSU.
Great run by Frazier there. This is just big boy football there. This is meat on meat. My guy's better than your guy. You know, we're going to go in there. And good job by Frazier of knowing where that goal line was, sticking his foot and getting north and south for that. Good job on the outside by the tight ends and the linemen blocking.
And to close out the first half, Michigan State would add on a 24-yard field goal from young Martin Connington.
24-yard attempt for Martin Connington. There's the snap back and the put down by Eckley. The kick is up and the kick is good. A little smoke for a celebration. And Michigan State will take a 17-10 lead to the halftime locker room.
And that's how we got here. 17-10, Michigan State leading Youngstown State.
We'll take it.
That's right.
We'll take it. We'll be back with more of our Coors Light Halftime show in a moment, but first a break right here on the Spartan Media Network.
Meet, greet, and compete in Michigan's capital city. The Lansing Sports Commission is dedicated to helping you host your next athletic tournament or event in Greater Lansing. Our free services include everything from event development and tournament planning to promotions and recruiting volunteers. No matter the sport, the LSC can make your next event your best event. Plan on something greater. Find details at lansingsports.org.
There's a difference between an answer and a Michigan answer. It starts with our team and people like you. University of Michigan Health Sparrow is hiring for a wide variety of roles at all experience levels. Unlock your potential and discover a fulfilling career at one of our award-winning hospitals and health centers. We make a difference every day, together. Join us at careers.ufmhealthsparrow.org.
Welcome back for more of the Coors Light Halftime Report. Well, let's now check back with the scores around the country. Brought to you by Fly Lansing. Real quick in league action, Oregon, number 4 in the land, beats Northwestern in Evanston 34-14. Michigan ran over Central Michigan 63-3. And then our post-game show will have all the scores as everybody played this week but Washington. And to wrap her up, let's now go by the numbers of the MSU Federal Credit Union, the official credit union of Spartan Athletics. Dalton, what do you got?
Oh, it's got to be number 6 because number 6, Nick Marsh, has been targeted 6 times, and he's hauled in every single ball thrown his way. 6 catches for 94 yards. Looking forward to another big half from the young man, Nick Marsh.
Up next, George Dacian and Ty for the final 30 minutes of this one. But first, a break. As you are listening to MSU football.
On game day, there's nothing like tailgating, touchdowns, and Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth and tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Cool, refreshing, and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer.
Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly. You love the thrill of the game, but not from the sidelines. As the official orthopedic and sports medicine partner of Michigan State Athletics, McLaren Orthopedics and Sports Medicine can help you get back in action. Our team of experts specialize in the prevention, treatment, and rehabilitation of sport injuries. Whether you're swinging a bat, shooting hoops, or running the trails, we make you feel like a pro at any age. Learn more at mclaren.org.
Back here at Spartan Stadium, and I got to say, George, I've never in my whole life sat next to anybody with a basketball Hall of Fame ring. It's a first for me.
Well, thank you, Will.
Very nice.
First for me, that's for sure. I don't know if it gets any better than that for a guy like me. At the half, the Spartans lead 17-10. And Youngstown State has shown plenty of fight, JU, and they know what they want to do, stay in the game and give themselves a long shot chance at a big play late and maybe a Spartan mistake late in the game.
Yeah, exactly. They want to continue to apply the pressure on the Spartans because they come into this, they have nothing to lose. If they get beat, so what? It was expected. But the Spartans are the ones that have the pressure on them. So if Youngstown State can stay in this late, they could probably press the Spartans and see if they can make a mistake here and there.
Krishan McCray, Elijah Tolliver deep. Kickoff by Youngstown State's Josh Wilkins into the end zone. Touchback. And Michigan State will put it in play at their 25-yard line. You may have heard at the half, Nick Marsh was targeted 6 times, caught them all for 94 yards, and 62 of those 94 were yards after the catch. He is murder after he catches the ball. That first touchdown last week against Boston College, very impressive.
Yeah, very impressive. And right now, he wasn't at that last drive, and he's not in right now. So maybe Trey can figure what's going on with Nick Marsh early on in this half.
Evan Boyd at that spot. Aiden Childs hands the ball off to Makai Frazier, and Frazier stopped for no gain. Tried the middle of the line. Stopped by linebacker Preston Zandler. Good kid from Pittsburgh, PA. And we're underway in the second half. Spartans with a 7-point lead over the Penguins from Youngstown State. Colin Vaughn out of the game. Cameron Cunningham, a 305-pounder from Kalamazoo, went to Portage Northern, and a defensive tackle for Youngstown State. Aiden Childs takes the snap, hands it off to Frazier, running left. He'll get nothing again. Stopped at the line of scrimmage again by Preston Zandler. It'll be third down now and 10 for the Spartans at their 25-yard line.
Yeah, we've seen the Spartans traditionally start slow in the second half. Last week they broke that when they came down and had big explosive plays, like we saw to Nick Marsh before, and then ended with the touchdown. So this drive here, they got to pick it up and continue to impose their will on this Penguins defense.
Third and 10, Michigan State. Spartans at their 25. Ball at the left hash. Aiden Childs waits for the shotgun snap. Has Frazier to his left. Retreats. Pass on the left flat for Frazier is high. Pulls it down, and he's belted down. He'll lose yardage back inside the 20-yard line. Carlston Marshall made the tackle. Let's go to Trey Mosley for news on Nick Marsh.
Yeah, so Nick Marsh got dinged up a little bit in the end of the first half with the lower body injury. He missed the last drive of the second half and also hasn't returned to the field yet. So now we have to wait and see if Nick will return in the second half.
All right, thank you, Trey. Lower body injury maybe to the Spartan star receiver. Their star punter is checked in. It's Ryan Eckley waiting for the snap at the 5-yard line. Tomzak is deep for Youngstown State. Fair catch called for. It'll bounce back to him at the 32-yard line. Hit the turf. Came to him live at the 32. He made the catch and was knocked down at the 33. 48-yard punt for Ryan Eckley. And now Youngstown State will put it in play.
I see a lot of, on the Spartan side, I don't see a lot of juice, a lot of energy right now, George. I see a lot of guys just walking around to the football on and off the field. So they're going to have to stand up and spark up. They can't be in shock because they're in a tight game with Youngstown State.
And you know the Penguins have fired up. Their first half rushing star, Jaden Gilbert, is in. Hand off to Gilbert, running off left guard over the 35 to the 36-yard line. Joshua Eaton, the corner out of Houston, Texas. Second down and 7 for the Spartans at their 36. Youngstown State at the 36-yard line. Brunyard running to his right, and Jordan Hall rockets through to knock him down for a 1-yard loss.
Yeah, the Spartans put that spy. Jordan Hall is spying the quarterback Bernhardt there, and he was able to, slide alongside with him, and he knows his strength. As long as he keeps him lateral, and when Jordan Hall gets his paws on you, you're not getting out of a tackle.
So it's now 3rd and 8. Good description. 3rd and 8, Youngstown State at their 35-yard line. Bo Brungard is the quarterback. Takes the shotgun snap, winds up and throws down the left sideline. It is incomplete at the 30-yard line of MSU. Busted up by Joshua Eaton, intended for Mike Solomon.
That's a great job by Eaton, being hip for hip with the receiver and then pushing him to the sidelines, giving him no chance to catch that ball. Even if he caught it, he wouldn't have been inbounds. What a good job by Joshua Eaton on that play.
Amari Kelly will go deep for Michigan State. Brendan Kilpatrick, senior punter for the Penguins, will kick it away. The snap from Byron Floyd, who transferred in from Pitt and Buffalo. Good snap. And here's the boot to it on the 13-yard line. Amari Kelly up the right side. Cuts back to the middle. He's at midfield already at the 45-yard line of Youngstown State. Down the far left side, and at the 15, at the 10. And he's tripped up at about the 4-yard line. Omari nearly took it to the house.
Yes, George, he nearly did take. He's going to go back and he's going to kick himself when they watch this film. But Amari Kelly providing that spark that this Spartan offense needs to get this stadium back in it. A terrific job on the return game by Omari Kelly. And good job by his guys blocking and not getting a holding penalty or anything of that sort.
First and goal for the Spartans at the 4-yard line. Great return. An 83-yard punt return sets up the Spartans at the Youngstown State 4. Aiden Childs steps under center. Brandon Tullis is bigger running back behind him. Toss sweep left to Tullis. He's got some blockers. He's got a touchdown. Across the goal line. Touchdown, MSU.
A terrific job by the Spartans offensive line. Jeff Stoutland would call that elephants on parade. All those guys creating that wall for Tullis to just walk into the end zone untouched.
Freshman tight end Jaden Savory from Orchard Lake St. Mary's with one of the key blocks. And now it is 23-10. Connington to try the PAT. It's down, it's up, and it's good. Michigan State 24, Youngstown State 10. This is the Spartan Media Network.
The AC by Marriott Lansing Hotel is redefining your overnight experience in East Lansing. These brand new facilities opened in 2023 and bring an unmatched level of hospitality to visitors of Michigan State University. As part of the Red Cedar development, guests have walkable access to restaurants and a direct connection to campus. There's no other choice when it comes to overnight lodging here in Michigan's capital city, steps away from Spartan Stadium. Book now at achhotellansing.com.
You love the thrill of the game, but not from the sidelines. As the official orthopedic and sports medicine partner of Michigan State Athletics, McLaren Orthopedics and Sports Medicine can help you get back in action. Our team of experts specialize in the prevention, treatment, and rehabilitation of sport injuries. Whether you're swinging a bat, shooting hoops, or running the trails, we make you feel like a pro at any age. Learn more at McLaren.org.
Want to know what political gridlock feels like? It's the potholes punishing your tires, costly repairs hitting you right in the wallet, crumbling roads sending jobs out of state and shaking your steering wheel. Better hold on tight because it could get worse. If Lansing doesn't get it together, we all pay the price. Tell your legislators to break the gridlock now and fund our roads. If they wait, we all pay more. Take action at fixmystate.org. Paid for by the Michigan Infrastructure and Transportation Association.
Sports betting can be fun, just like football. There's excitement, winning. But imagine that sports betting is a 300-pound lineman coming straight at you. For tips that will help keep you on your feet, go to don'tregretthebet.org. A message from the Michigan Gaming Control Board. Have a gambling problem? Call the National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER.
Let's talk about our friends from Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. Blue Cross is ready to help with physical health, mental health, and everything in between. Learn more at bcbsm.com. Let's go down to the sidelines now and Trey Mosley.
Yeah, Omari Kelly definitely woke up the stadium with that big return. I could definitely see him getting some jokes from the other guys in the receiver room, though, about him getting tripped up at about the 5-yard line, giving him jokes about not being fast enough or allowing one of the bigger defenders trip him up on that. So that's a great return and put the Spartans in perfect position to score the next play.
Well, he heard about it from the fans with their applause, but he may hear about it from his teammates.
Oh, he definitely will.
Followed that up with a touchdown for Brandon Tullis on a nice sweep behind big blockers as he ran to his left. And now it's 24-10. Ryan Eckley will kick off, gets a good foot into it. Way over the head of the return guy standing at the goal line. Flash Wilson just had to look up and then look away.
That's always good if you're on that kickoff team. You love seeing a fair catch or the ball, over the returner's head. That means you just take a nice jog to finish in the end zone.
Out come the Penguins of Youngstown State, trailing now 24-10. They take over at their 25-yard line. Tahir Mills is the running back, the bigger back. He weighs 220. Play fake to Mills. Running to his right and throwing on the run is Bo Brungard. And is incomplete. Intended for Mike Solomon on the far right sideline.
And again, the defensive back, Malcolm Bell, did a good job of plastering to the receiver, not giving him an opportunity to catch that ball. What I like that these DBs are doing they're pushing these receivers to the sidelines, giving them no opportunity to make plays.
Second down 10, Youngstown State at their 25-yard line. 4 wideouts for Bo Brungard. The snap back. And handoff goes to Mills, and he gets nothing. Knocked down at the 25-yard line by Wayne Matthews and Joshua Eaton after he was hit originally by Grady Kelly.
Good job of Kelly getting in there, making that initial contact, slowing down the running back enough for the rest of the Spartan defense to swarm to the football. We talked about the Spartan defense not playing with a bunch of stars, but they're playing team defense.
And they played very well. Third down, a bit more than 10. Jaden Gilbert on at running back to the right of Brungard. Brungard running to his right after taking the shotgun snap, and he'll try to throw it away, and does, over the head of R.K. Dandridge up around the 40-yard line. So Youngstown State will have to punt it back to Michigan State.
You talk about the good job that this Spartan defense is doing. Another good job of creating pressure. They may not have got to the quarterback, but they forced him off his throwing spot, and the only decision he had to make was to throw that football into the stands.
Isaiah Moa from North Ogden, Utah, and a Brigham Young transfer put the pressure on Bo Brungard. The Penguins to punt. It's away. Omari Kelly takes it on one hop at the 30, cuts to his right at the 35, and this time they're all over him, worried about another big return. He's hit down at the 36-yard line.
But a good job of Kelly just getting that ball, because that had a spin on it that it was going to roll possibly inside the 20. But good job of getting the football, advancing, getting what he can. And now let's see what this offense puts together on this drive, a crucial drive for this offense to be able to start putting this game away. And what that will do to the Youngstown State offense is try to make them one-dimensional, have them go to the passing game more.
Happy birthday today to Cindy Maharato in the Michigan State football office.
Oh, Cindy's great lady. A lot of a second mother for all of us old football players and these current players.
You're darn right. I think we mentioned earlier about the loss of a great, great coach who sent a number of guys to college out of Royal Oak Shrine and Birmingham, Brother Rice, Al Fracassa. We lost him this week at 92. I understand Brother Rice and Catholic Central played last night in kind of an Al Fracassa memorial game. They drew a big crowd at Lawrence Tech.
Yeah, I was actually this Thursday, I caught up with some of those guys that were in town for their coach's memorial and the funeral. I caught up with them for a quick dinner. Former offensive lineman here that I played behind, Gordon Nabilski.
Sure.
You know, he's in Houston. He was out for it, and a lot of guys came to represent. You walked into the restaurant, and it was just packed with the guys. So that's the type of fingerprint and the type of passion that, you know, the coach left upon his players.
A perfect gentleman and a great, great football coach. Al Fracassa, gone at 92. So he lived a very full and rewarding life, and rewarded those who were around him, that's for sure. If you have a special occasion coming up, like I did over the last weekend at that Basketball Hall of Fame, there's no better place to suit up than the Claymore Shop on Adams in Birmingham. Trunk shows are scheduled, and all the custom fabrics will be available. Let Curtis Williams and Al Skiba get you dressed to perfection at the Claymore Shop on Adams in Birmingham. We're in the third quarter at Spartan Stadium. Spartans 24, Youngstown State 10. Michigan State with a first down at their 36-yard line. Brandon Tullis is the running back. He's got Jay Coyne offsetting the I left in front of him. Hand off to Tullis, running that way, and he's hit down at the line of scrimmage. Ball's forward for he's just back to the line of scrimmage. I thought he had a yard, but he didn't. Karsten Marshall from Kennesaw, Georgia, made the stop for Youngstown State. Second down and 10. Spartans at their 36. Matt Goldman out and over the football. Spartans with two tight ends on the right, Masunis and Belling. They hand the ball off to Tullis, and he'll be hit behind the line. Middle linebacker Mike Wells hits him for a 2-yard loss. And the junior from Newcastle, PA, with that stop, puts the Spartans into a 3rd and 12 scenario at their 34-yard line.
Yeah, not a good job this series right now by this offensive line. That middle linebacker just shot the gap, and as a running back, that's the thing you hate to see, a linebacker screaming downhill untouched when you get the ball in your hands.
3rd and 12 for the Spartans at their 34. Snap back to Aiden Childs. Aiden has time, zings it over the middle, caught at midfield by Omari Kelly, and he has a first down at the 46-yard line of Youngstown State. Dane Hodge and Justin Wimpy team up to make the tackle. 20-yard pickup. The ball is at the 46-yard line of Youngstown State.
That's another terrific job of Aiden Childs, staying patient in the pocket, and the good job by Omari Kelly finding that soft spot in that zone and just sliding open into it.
Aiden Childs under center. Deep behind him is Brandon Tullis. Play fake to Tullis. Childs rolls right, throws right to Jack Velling, and Jack Velling makes the catch. Banged around at the 36-yard line. Isaiah Hackett finally made the stop.
And I've said this in the throughout the game. Aiden Childs is at his best when he's on the move, and it's also really refreshing for Spartan fans to see pretty much the coming out party for Jack Velling this season right now in this game.
They mark it at the 38-yard line, so it's 2nd and 2. Childs under center. Tullis deep behind him. Hands to Tullis running off right tackle, and he has some daylight and fights his way for a first down inside the 30 on the near right sideline at the 28-yard line. Dane Hodge made the stop for Youngstown State. 10-yard pickup. 1st and 10. Clock shows 6:55 to play here in the 3rd. Michigan State 24, Youngstown State 10.
That was a terrific run by Tullis, lowering his shoulder pad and continue to get yards after contact.
Boyd and Bullard set left. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line of Youngstown State. Shotgun for Childs. Tullis to his left. Aiden Childs throws it up top into the end zone. All by himself, making the grab is Michael Masunas on the right side of the end zone. Touchdown, MSU. A 28-yard strike. Aiden Childs knew there was nobody home with Michael Masunas. And the big man from Tucson, Arizona, made the grab for another Spartan score.
Yeah, and once again, you go back to the throw. Aiden Childs did a great job of sliding out of harm's way and climbing the pocket while keeping his eyes downfield. We saw that was the thing that he wanted to work on a lot this offseason, is keeping his eyes downfield, and he was able to see his big tight end just running free down the middle.
Huntington with a point after. It's down, it's up, and it's good. The Spartans start to pour it on the Penguins here. It's Michigan State 31, Youngstown State 10. 6:22 to play here, 3rd quarter. From East Lansing, you're listening to MSU Football.
Labatt and Game Day, the perfect combo for football, friends, and a little friendly fire.
Nice jersey. Guess they were out of adult sizes.
Labatt is the beer that's there for every good-natured jab, every ridiculous comeback, because with friends, roasting each other is just another way to say,
"You're an idiot, but I love you."
Labatt, brewed for the roast. Always enjoy responsibly.
Hear that roar? That's the sound of Spartan Nation. And Dean Trailways is right there, every mile of the way. As the official ground transportation provider of Michigan State Athletics, we connect Spartans to championships. For every game, every practice, every victory, we deliver it. Elite service that powers the green and white. When you demand championship-level transportation, Dean Trailways is your winning drive. Become part of our team at DeanTrailways.com.
Whoa, boss, how did that happen?
Mind your business.
I mean, how did a forklift make a shish kebab out of our company truck?
I said mind your business, Billy. That's why we have auto owners.
We work with an independent agent to customize our policies. So when the unexpected happens, we know we're covered because unlike you, minding our business is their business.
Oh, that's simply human sense.
Ask your independent agent if auto owners make sense for you.
You didn't do this, did you, boss?
Mind your business, Billy.
Sometimes we're asked if you need to be a Spartan to be a member of Michigan State University Federal Credit Union. The answer is no. To be an MSU FCU member, you just need three things. 1. You love saving money and earning cash back. 2. You have a passion for supporting your community, just like we do. 3. When it comes to your future, you prefer to dream big. If this sounds like you, visit msufcu.org to get started. Of course, if you want to cheer on MSU, we're totally on board with that too. Go green.
Even Sparty knows everybody needs a timeout every now and then, so why not take yours at the beach? Myrtle Beach is home to 60 miles of warm, sandy beaches, over 2,000 restaurants, and much more. Enter now for your chance to win your very own beach break getaway, compliments of Visit Myrtle Beach. Enter at myrtlebeach.com/MSU. Your ultimate beach break is just a click away. And SeatGeek's the official ticket marketplace of Michigan State Athletics. Buy and sell your tickets at SeatGeek today. 6:22 left here in the third quarter. The Spartans now up 31-10. Flash Wilson at the goal line waiting for a kickoff on behalf of the Penguins of Youngstown State. Spartans won 64 yards in 6 plays. Childs is now 20 for 25 for 263 and a TD. He has tossed it to 8 different receivers. Kickoff by Eckley. Good at the goal line by Flash Wilson. Angles to his right as he gets across the 15. Spins out of a tackle at the 18 and is spun down exactly at the 20-yard line. Ade Willie makes the stop. Went to IMG Academy, grew up in Baltimore, Maryland. Spartans nickelback is a senior. He's been a solid Spartan.
He definitely has, and this year he's played a lot better this year throughout the first 2 games and into this game. You know, we keep calling his name for good reasons, you know, so far this season.
Jaden Gilbert is the running back. Bo Brungard is the QB. He's waiting for the shotgun snap by himself. 3 receivers short side right, 1 to the left. The pass will go left side, and the catch is made left side by 6'3" Mike Solomon, the senior from Huntington, Maryland. Joshua Eaton at 6'1" for the Spartans at corner, able to drag him down. 8-yard pickup, though. The ball's at the 28-yard line.
This is where now in this part of the game, you're going to really see this secondary by MSU be tested, because if Youngstown State want to get back in this game, they're going to have to start relying on the arm of Bo.
Brungard waits for the snap. That big Y in white on the red helmet representing Youngstown State. He has 2 backs stacked to his left. Hands the ball off to Jaden Gilbert, and Gilbert runs to the right. He's out to the 29 when Darius Dunnigan makes the stop. 3rd down and 1 for Youngstown State. The ball's at the Penguin 29-yard line. Jaden Gilbert in the pistol behind Brungard. Snap back, play fake. Brungard throws left side, caught by his tight end, and he's got running room. Austin Bray is to midfield and wrestled down by Wayne Matthews at the 48-yard line of MSU.
Youngstown State did a little disguise there, sent all the action to the right, and then they snuck their tight end down the middle on the slide route to confuse and cross up the defense.
And they did just that. Brungard wants to throw it deep this time. He's got a man open, wide open, trying to stay on his feet. He's made the catch at the 20-yard line, stumbles to about the 5. That's Jaden Gilbert, the man who picked up the long run earlier and set up a touchdown. Gilbert snuck out of the backfield and went deep. Brungard found him. That's a 39-yard pickup, and the ball's at the Spartan 9. Penguins saying we ain't dead yet.
Exactly. And, another lack of communication in the back end for the Spartan defense. That's been a problem, the past 2 games, the communication in the secondary.
The bigger back Mills in off the right shoulder of Brungard. Brungard throws it for Mills, over the shoulder, catch at the 6, and out of bounds on the right sideline. Malik Spencer knocked him out of bounds. Line of scrimmage is the 6. So it's 2nd and goal at the Michigan State 6 for Youngstown State. Ball's at the right hash mark. Spartans defending the north goal line to our left. Mike Solomon set out wide left. Brungard takes the shotgun snap. Thinking about running it. He does. And that was not a good decision. Hit by Alex Van Sumeren. Down he goes at the 6. That'll make it 3rd and goal at the 6.
It's absolutely big 3rd down for the Spartan defense because they're going to have to account for the legs of Brungard as well as they have to communicate in the back end in the secondary. They can't let any free receivers run free across the back of the end zone. Traditionally, the Spartans have been playing decent, in the when their opponents are in their own red zone there. So if they can hold this Youngstown State team to a field goal attempt, that will be a win.
They spot it just outside the 5. 3rd and goal from there for the Penguins. Brungard takes a shotgun snap, and they'll whistle this play dead for what looks like a false start by Youngstown State.
False start. Offense, number 78. 5-yard penalty.
Desmiel Lay.
3rd down.
Big 6'7", 325-pound left tackle. Guilty of the false start. So now it's 3rd and goal just outside the 10-yard line. Brungard has the bigger back to hear Mills at 220 off his right shoulder. Takes a shotgun snap. He'll run to his right. He's got some daylight, angling to the right sideline inside the 5, and he's out of bounds at about the 3. Malcolm Bell ran him out of bounds. Now it's 4th and goal for the Penguins at the Michigan State 3. The Penguins huddle up. They trail 31-10. Under 2 minutes to play here, 3rd quarter. Van Keen's out and over the football for Youngstown State. They have 3 receivers left in a diamond formation. They have Gilbert off the right shoulder of Bo Brungard. They check off at the line of scrimmage. All kinds of communication, and now the snap. Brungard picks it up, rifles it for a touchdown. 1 yard into the end zone off the left side. Catch made by R.K. Dandridge. And Youngstown State comes down and scores. A lot of fight in this team.
A lot of fight in this team, George. Dandridge found the soft spot in the zone, and he just sat there. And given that quarterback like that kind of time, he can be able to scan the field and find his guy, and that's what they were able to do there. So this Youngstown State team, there's a lot of fight in them, and they're going to continue to fight for 4 quarters in this game.
They'll try the PAT to make it 31-17. With time running out here in the 3rd. The point after, Belostafka is up and good. He hasn't missed in about a year and a half. It's the Spartans 31, the Penguins from Youngstown State 17. A minute and 17 to play in the 3rd. This is the Spartan Media Network.
Forward down the field, a charging team that will not yield.
Lions fans have even more to cheer about with the new Detroit Lions games from the Michigan Lottery. Featuring a roster of fan favorites, Instant Ticket, Pull Tab, Fast Cash, and Online Play. You could win prizes up to $500,000. With the new Detroit Lions games, only from the Michigan Lottery. Knowing your limits is always the best bet.
Want some serious entertainment packed full of serious excitement? Are you ready to wine and dine with some serious food and drinks and experience some seriously luxurious game-changing accommodations, all while you do some serious unwinding at your favorite playgrounds? You're in luck. Turtle Creek Casino and Hotel, Leelanau Sands Casino and Lodge, Crystal Shores Casino, and Grand Traverse Resort and Spa are inviting you to stop by for some serious fun.
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose auto owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Now, how do we get to the airport? Take mine.
Thanks,
Jen. Ask your independent agent if auto owners make sense for you.
We're live at Spartan Stadium in East Lansing. Michigan State 31, Youngstown State 17. Penguins just scored to tighten it up a little bit with 1:17 to play in the third. Thank you to our Ag Day partners, Farm Bureau Insurance, Greenstone Farm Credit Services, Herbruck's Poultry Ranch, Michigan Soybean Committee, Michigan Beef Industry Commission, United Dairy Industry of Michigan, and the MSU College of Agriculture and Natural Resources. Great Ag Day, orchestrated by Jay Batt, Spartans Athletic Director. Munfield was jumping this morning.
Certainly was.
Yeah. Krishan McCray and Elijah Tolliver are deep for Michigan State. Josh Wilkins, a redshirt freshman from Bessemer, PA, will kick off. Fair catch called for and made about a yard deep in the end zone by McCray. And it's Michigan State's football in the closing moments of the third quarter. Spartans lead them 31-17 on a beautiful afternoon for football. Still no Nick Marsh in the Spartan huddle. First and 10 Spartans at their 25-yard line. Brandon Tullis behind Jay Coyne in the Michigan State I. Play fake to Tullis. Aiden Childs has his pass batted down and swiped at the line of scrimmage by Cameron Cunningham. It was knocked down by Karsten Marshall and intercepted by Cameron Cunningham. Cunningham has to be thrilled with that. He's from Portage Northern High School over in the Kalamazoo area. Makes a big play in his home state here at Spartan Stadium. And the Penguins have it at the Michigan State 17.
Yeah, they had a receiver open downfield just so, too bad it got batted down into the hands of Cunningham.
Tahir Mills checks in at running back. They have a diamond formation, short side left. They have Mike Solomon wide side right. Mills to the left of Brungard. Brungard starts running to his right end. He will be jerseyed down by Jalen Thompson at the 22-yard line. Let's check in now with Trey Mosley.
So I know that interception goes on Aiden Childs' resume, but that's on the running back. Tillis has to pick up that block right there where the defender doesn't get a chance to tip that pass because, like Jay, you said, there was a receiver open and Aiden had enough time in the pocket. Just the running back whiffed on the block, which allowed the tip pass.
So it's going to go on Aiden Child's resume, but it's not necessarily the fault of the Spartan QB. 2nd and 15 for Youngstown State at the Spartan 22-yard line. Run guard waits for the shotgun snap. Mills to his right. Here's the snap. His step back. Look to throw it. Lofts it toward the 10-yard line on the right side, way over the head of Mills. Coverage from Jordan Hall. And pressure came from Ben Roberts.
Yeah, that time it was a good job. The Spartans dropped to a zone defense. They passed things off really well in that, and that was a good job communicating on the back end, where we've seen them have trouble in the past 2 games. But that was a good job of communicating and passing receivers off.
Tomczak and Solomon, wide side left. Fresh Walters to the right. Run guard will keep it. And he's inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. Nakai Martinez makes the tackle. Hopefully he'll make plenty more before this season ends. Talented and tough senior from Apopka, Florida, coming back from an injury. And that will do it. The third quarter is in the books. After 3 at Spartan Stadium in East Lansing, Michigan State 31, Youngstown State 17. This is the Spartan Media Network.
At Rocket, we believe everyone deserves their shot at the American dream. So if you're feeling locked out of home ownership, we're here to give you back the keys. We're opening doors, breaking down walls, and doing everything we can to turn renters into owners. And we're not going to stop until we help everyone home. To find out more, visit rocket.com. Rocket, own the dream.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing a lawyer, but getting some guy who just watches courtroom dramas.
How does the defendant plead?
Guilty. Wait, what? Also, objection.
You object to what?
Erroneous.
Counsel, approach the bench.
Hey, can I get a whack at the gavel?
You wouldn't settle for just any lawyer, so don't settle for just any insurance. Get the real deal with State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Aiden Childs on the day now 20 for 26 for 263, a TD and 1 pick. He has thrown the ball to 8 different receivers. The Spartans lead our score here. Michigan State 31, Youngstown State 17. You're listening to MSU football.
Spartans, when it's game time, it's One North time. Just minutes from Michigan State University, One North Kitchen and Bar is your go-to spot for scratch cooking and world-class hospitality. When you're celebrating a win or catching up with friends, we've got the perfect dish to make every moment special. Join us for the MSU Coaches Show and get closer to the action with the voices that bring Spartan spirit to life. Visit One North Kitchen and Bar, where Spartan pride meets memorable meals.
On game day, there's nothing like tailgating, touchdowns, and Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth and tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Cool, refreshing, and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Thank you to today's game day sponsor, Farm Bureau Insurance, for bringing us our inaugural Ag Day celebration. Farm Bureau Insurance, a proud sponsor of Michigan State Athletics. 37-yard field goal try coming up for Youngstown State. There's the snap, the put down, and the kick is no good. A miss for Andrew Listowka. And despite a decent drive after a turnover, Youngstown State does not score, and the Spartans take over.
That's a great job by the Spartan defense coming in a sudden change a moment there to hold them to that field goal attempt and then pushing them to miss that field goal. So great job by the Spartan defense.
Spartans with a football on the turnover at their 20-yard line after the missed field goal. Aiden Childs is under center. Frazier the deep back. Hand off to Frazier, trying left tackle. He'll make a nice cut and get out to the 25. Good footwork. Gives him a 5-yard pickup. Preston Zandler made the stop for Youngstown State. Youngstown State came in giving up just 52 yards a game. The Spartans are under 100 yards rushing so far. They're at 70. Just underway in the fourth. Spartans 2nd and 5 at their 25. They lead 31-17. Now Tolliver's in at running back. Lines up to the left of Childs. Aiden gets the snap, runs to his left, and he's got some room. Aiden Childs has a first down and then some, all the way out to the 40-yard line on the near left sideline. Aiden Childs picks up 15, bumped down by the middle linebacker, Mike Wells.
That's a very good designed run play called for Aiden Childs there. Good job. And the thing I like about him this year, his ball security. He's tucking the ball high and tight.
Tullis is on at running back. 1st and 10, Spartans at their 40. Hand off to Tullis. Cuts through the middle. That's a major daylight for a minute, but the door was slammed shut as he got to midfield. Preston Zandler and Dathan Hickey, free safety and outside linebacker, made the stop at the 49, so it's 2nd and 1 for Michigan State from there. 13 minutes, 10 seconds to play. Aiden Childs is under center. Tullis behind him. The late handoff to Tullis, running off right guard. He has a first down. Dragged down at the 45-yard line of Youngstown State. Mikhail Shaid and Dane Hodge made the stop. Ira Gaben's our spotter. Greg Schultz is our statistician. George Blaha with J.U. Kolkrick and Trey Mosley at Michigan State. The Spartans lead Youngstown State 31-17. 1st and 10 for the Spartans at the 45 of Youngstown State. Coyne in front of Frazier in the Michigan State I, but they'll bust through with the Youngstown State Penguins and stop Mackay Frazier after a half-a-yard pickup. Karsten Marshall made the tackle, and now we've got a Spartan down. Mackay Frazier shaken up on the play. We'll take a break. Hate to see this in a game that almost decided. Michigan State 31, Youngstown State 17, 12:08 left. This is the Spartan Media Network.
Whoa, boss, how did that happen?
Mind your business.
I mean, how did a forklift make a shish kebab out of our company truck?
I said mind your business, Billy. It's why we have auto owners. We work with an independent agent to customize our policies. So when the unexpected happens, we know we're covered. Because unlike you, minding our business is their business.
Oh, that's simple human sense.
Ask your independent agent if auto owners make sense for you.
You didn't do this, did you, boss?
Mind your business, Billy.
Sometimes we're asked if you need to be a Spartan to be a member of Michigan State University Federal Credit Union. The answer is no. To be an MSU FCU member, you just need 3 things. 1, you love saving money and earning cash back. 2, you have a passion for supporting your community, just like we do. 3, when it comes to your future, you prefer to dream big. If this sounds like you, visit msufcu.org to get started. Of course, if you want to cheer on MSU, we're totally on board with that too. Go green.
Calling hard seltzer lovers. Searching for the tastiest seltzer? Look no further. Neutral Vodka Seltzer is absolutely delicious. Made with real vodka and real juice, Neutral keeps it tasty with every sip. With flavors like pineapple, watermelon, orange, and lime, There's something for everyone. Neutral. Keep it tasty. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch. Neutral flavored vodka and carbonation. 4.5% alcohol by volume. St. Louis, Missouri.
Forward down the field, a charging team that will not yield.
Lions fans have even more to cheer about with the new Detroit Lions games from the Michigan Lottery. Featuring a roster of fan favorites, instant ticket, pull tab, fast cash, and online play. You could win prizes up to $500,000.
Our Lions victory.
With the new Detroit Lions games, only from the Michigan Lottery. Knowing your limits is always the best bet.
And Frazier just helped off. Let's go to Trey Mosley.
Yeah, you hate to see those tackles where guys are getting dragged and then get tangled up. That's what happened there to Mekhi Frazier on that previous play, left leg. Hopefully, things aren't too severe. We keep an eye on that for Mekhi.
Tal Tolliver on a running back in his place, but Aiden Childs keeps it up and picks up 2 yards to the 44-yard line of Youngstown State. So it'll be 3rd and 9. We still have 11 and 42 to go in the game. Auto Owners Insurance, simple human sense. Ask your independent agent if Auto Owners makes sense for you. Spartans at the line of scrimmage at the 44-yard line of Youngstown State. 3rd down and 9. Now Tolliver off the right shoulder of Aiden Childs. Snap back to Aiden. He'll run with it. He was thinking run all the way, and he's got running room. Aiden Childs tries to leapfrog a defender as he gets inside the 30 and down to the 20-yard line, and finally is down at the 16. Mikal Shaheed able to stay with him enough to pull him down. That's a 28-yard run, though, for Aiden Childs.
Yeah, that's a play. I'm sure your head coach, who was a former quarterback, will tell him, next time, just slide. we don't need you trying to leap over a standing defensive back. Just slide next time.
He's way too important. Great block on the play, though, by Tal Tolliver. 1st and 10 Spartans at the 16-yard line. Tullis is on at running back. Play fake to Tullis. Childs rolls to his right. Throws right. Caught by Jack Belling, his tight end. And Jack is 2 times down at the 13-yard line of Youngstown State on that far right sideline. Justin Wimpy, the corner from Cincinnati Princeton, and Karsten Marshall from Kennesaw, Georgia, the linebacker, team up to make the tackle. 3-yard pickup, 2nd down and 7. The ball's at the 13-yard line.
This is this drive for the Spartans has been that impose your will and kill the will of the defense right now. They've started the drive really strong with a strong dose of the run game. Yeah. This is where the offensive line likes it to pin their ears back and downhill from there.
Ran the ball 7 straight times before that flip to Velling.
First charge, team timeout, Michigan State. Timeout the field.
Spartans will take a timeout. They have it 2nd and 7 at the Youngstown State 13-yard line. They lead it 31-17 with 9:41 to play. You're listening to MSU Football.
People can't have access to quality medical care without affordable health insurance. At Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, we understand increasing health insurance costs are becoming more of a strain on the budgets of the businesses and people we serve. Affordability matters. It affects real families, real decisions, and real care. That's why at Blue Cross, we're dedicated to finding solutions. To learn about this critical issue and our efforts to make healthcare affordable for all, visit mibluedaily.com/affordability today.
Farm Bureau Insurance invites you inside the green for an exclusive dinner with basketball coach Tom Izzo. This unique experience includes a private dinner for one winner and 3 guests with Coach Izzo. The winner also receives a private tour of the Breslin Center, an autographed basketball from Coach, tickets to a future home game, and more. For more details and to register, visit InsideTheGreenSweeps.com. Farm Bureau Insurance, proud sponsor of Michigan State Athletics.
Sometimes we're asked if you need to be a Spartan to be a member of Michigan State University Federal Credit Union. The answer is no. To be an MSU FCU member, you just need 3 things. 1, you love saving money and earning cash back. 2, You have a passion for supporting your community, just like we do. 3, when it comes to your future, you prefer to dream big. If this sounds like you, visit msufcu.org to get started. Of course, if you want to cheer on MSU, we're totally on board with that too. Go green.
Hey, Spartan fans, want the latest on Michigan State football? Make sure to join J.U. Colcrick and Coach Jonathan Smith during the season for the Jonathan Smith Radio Show.
We had an argument in the locker room a lot between the centers and the quarterback, who's the smartest guy on the field.
Well, me being the former quarterback, the quarterback's dealing with all 11 guys on defense, so 11 is more than 7. I give it to the quarterback.
The Jonathan Smith Radio Show, each week on the Spartan Media Network.
Bood Law Firm doesn't settle, it wins. A Bood Law stands beside their clients in court to fight. Honesty isn't just the best policy, it's the only policy. A Bood Law, they are there to help you. Let's go by the numbers now of the MSU Federal Credit Union, a credit union built by Spartans for Spartans. Take it away, J.U.
Yeah, let's take a look at both these quarterbacks here. Youngstown State quarterback Bo Berngard, 12 of 19, 142 yards, 1 touchdown and 1 interception. Aiden Childs, 21 of 26, 266 yards, 1 touchdown and also 1 interception.
They've both done their jobs.
They definitely have. They truly have. And now let's see, hope the Spartan can capitalize on this great drive that they've started so far.
2nd and 7 for the Spartans at the 13-yard line of Youngstown State. Tellis is the running back. Fake to Tellis. Flip goes left side to Amari Kelly, and Kelly makes the grab at the 10 and is run out of bounds right there by Brandon Chambers. They'll give him the 9-yard line. So it's 4 yards. 3rd and 3. Let's go down to Trey Mosley again.
I noticed safety Marion Smith on the sideline without his shoulder pads on, with some ice on. He seems to be in good spirits, so I don't think it's anything too severe. But I just wanted to update you guys on the Marion Smith not returning to the game.
Thank you, Trey. 3rd and 3. Spartans at the 9 of Youngstown State. 9 minutes left. They lead the Penguins 31-17. Childs takes the shotgun snap. Looks left, looks center, looks right. And now starts to run to his right. Loads it toward the back of the end zone. A one-hand attempted catch by Omari Kelly, but he couldn't quite hang on. It's incomplete. And Omari was open.
Yeah, Omari.
But that was like his 5th look at somebody.
Yeah, the offensive line did a good job giving him time, and Omari was able to just break out there, and Aiden needed just a little more touch on that football.
Kelly made a great effort to one-hand it, but couldn't make the play. Now it's field goal try now for Martin Connington. This will be a 27-yard field goal from the left hash mark at the 17-yard line of Youngstown State. The snap back, the put down, plenty of leg, and it's good. Connington looks like the real deal, folks. Redshirt freshman from Meridian, Idaho, Mountain View High School. And now the Spartans lead after that 27-yard field goal, 34-17. They have doubled up the Penguins from Youngstown State.
Yeah, Connington is a guy that the coaches had high hopes. They thought he was through spring, had a really good spring. Just during fall camp, he got hindered by injuries, and now he's coming back. And this is what the coaches have been seeing in a kicker like him.
They've been recruiting him hard since probably their days at Oregon State when Connington was growing up in Idaho. Michigan State will kick off to the Penguins of Youngstown State. 8:44 to play. If you're Youngstown State, you say, hey, we're still in the game.
Yeah, you absolutely.
Our grit has kept us here.
Yep, you absolutely have to stay. You stay with that fight because these guys here in today's day and age, they're putting tape on for other schools watching. If these guys want to go somewhere else, we picked up some guys in the portal. These guys are looking for that looks as well.
Eckley will kick off. Here's the run up in a booming boot. That's touchback city right there. One bouncing beyond the back line of the end zone. So Youngstown State will have the football with just under 9 minutes to play. The Spartans lead them 34-17.
Yeah, now the Spartan defense, they can't fall asleep right now. They can't give up something easy. They have to be watching their cues. They have to be disciplined with their eyes and play technique and assignment football.
Brungard, quick toss up the middle to his backup tight end, Alex McDonald. And McDonald is out to the 33-yard line. Tackled by Derek Simmons, a true freshman from Frankenmuth. You're going to hear a lot more from as his career goes on. 6'3", 297 as a freshman.
Yeah, he made a lot of noise in fall camp. The coaches are really happy with him.
Jaden Gilbert and Tahir Mills both in the ball game on either side of Bo Brungard on second down, about 2. Snap back to Brungard. Looks downfield. Runs to his right. Thinking about throwing on the run. Now he'll run it and run it out of bounds with a first down at the 36-yard line. Quindarius Dunnigan makes the stop.
Even though the Penguins were able to pick up that first down, but that was a good job by the defensive line, creating pressure on Brungard to get him out of the pocket and make him, force him to run the football. As he's doing this, is going to run some time off the clock.
Jaden Gilbert was the running back. Now he'll sprint out wide side left. Brungard by himself in the shotgun. Van Keen snaps it back. A perfect snap. Brungard throws left side. Catch made by his tight end, Alex McDonald. At the 42-yard line, tackled by Chance Rucker. Chance and Aiden West, the backup corners. Rucker just a sophomore from Denton, Texas, and West just a freshman from Gaithersburg, Maryland. 2nd and 4 for Youngstown State at their 42-yard line. Brungard. The play fake, running to his right, throws on the run. Catch is made by Tomzak. Max Tomzak is out to the 47-yard line. That's enough for a first down. Tackle made by Devin Cromwell, Texas Tech transfer. 1st and 10. Youngstown State at their 47-yard line. Cole Brungard takes the shotgun snap, looks over the middle, throws over the middle, hit as he throws, and the pass is incomplete. It was catchable, I think. Blew it by Max Tomzak at about midfield. Pressure, though, came from David Santiago, an Air Force Academy transfer out of Raleigh, North Carolina. One of the Spartans. Good-looking group of rush ends, coached by Chad Wilt. It's 2nd down and 10 for Youngstown State at their 47-yard line. Brungard takes the snap, throws it left side. They'll lateral the ball to Jaden Gilbert, the man who made the catch. Lateral to Gilbert. They're at the 49 of Michigan State. Jeremiah Hughes made the tackle.
That's a great job of Jeremiah Hughes on recognizing that lateral coming in from the backside.
So R.K. Dandridge caught the pass. Lateral to Jaden Gilbert. 3rd and 6, Youngstown State at the Spartan 49. Brungard throws right side. Catch is made, but a tackle made on Tahir Mills at the 47. Aiden West, highly regarded young corner from Quince Orchard High School in Gaithersburg, Maryland, made the play. So it's 4th and 4 for Youngstown State. 5 minutes left. They picked up both times enough for a first down when they faced 4th down before. Bo Brungard in the shotgun. Snap back. He'll wing it over the middle. Crossing pattern catch is made. And on the run is Max Tomczak. Tomczak all the way down to the Spartan 21-yard line. We still have 4:37 to play. Aiden West made the tackle. Ball at the 21-yard line. No huddle. Quick snap. On the way to Bo Brungard. Now he decides to check off, and they'll take a timeout. Let's go quickly to Trey Mosley.
I want to see the younger guys and the guys who are getting some opportunity to get some more playing time at the end of this game stand up tall in this red zone with their back against the end zone, because, this is still film for themselves, so that the coaches can trust in them more, so that they can earn more valuable playing time throughout the season. So never, be out there putting bad things on tape. And I see the guys competing still.
All right, thank you, Trey. We have 4:16 left, 34-17 Spartans on the Spartan Media Network.
Okay, Spartan fans, our team is hunting for another victory. After the game, don't forget to contact the lending experts at Greenstone to finance what you've been looking for. Greenstone specializes in financing unlimited acres of land you can use for hunting, fishing, and just about any other outdoor activity. This season, enjoy the home field advantage and contact one of Greenstone's 30 Michigan locations, or visit greenstonefcs.com to get your loan started. Greenstone Farm Credit Services. We finance Spartan country. Greenstone is an equal housing lender.
Farm Bureau Insurance invites you inside the green for an exclusive dinner with basketball coach Tom Izzo. This unique experience includes a private dinner for one winner and 3 guests with Coach Izzo. The winner also receives a private tour of the Breslin Center, an autographed basketball from Coach, tickets to a future home game, and more. For more details and to register, visit InsideTheGreenSweeps.com. Farm Bureau Insurance, proud sponsor of Michigan State Athletics.
Spartan fans, choose chill. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes these moments when you choose to rise above the noise and choose chill even better. Coors Light is the official beer of Michigan State Athletics, so crack one open and take a sip. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Beer.
Farm Bureau Insurance invites you inside the green for an exclusive dinner with basketball coach Tom Izzo. For details and to register, visit InsideTheGreenSweeps.com. Farm Bureau Insurance, a proud sponsor of Michigan State Athletics. First and 10 for Youngstown State at the Michigan State 21. 4-16 to play in the game. Spartans up 34-17 to hear Mills alongside Bo Brungard, the QB for the Penguins. Mills to his left. 2 wideouts each way, including 1 tight end, Alex McDonald. The throw goes right side. McDonald with a block. Making the catch was Fresh Walters, and Walters belted by the Spartans. Hit down to 16 by Anthony Pinnis. 6 feet, only 160 from Ypsilanti, transferred in from Texas San Antonio, and he put a monster hit on the Penguin there. Jaden Gilbert back on it, running back, 2nd and 5. Youngstown State at the Spartan 16. They're knocking on the door again with 3:35 to play. Brungard finally gets the snap back. Fakes an end-around handoff, and the Spartans don't bite on anything. Coming through to make a tackle in the backfield.
Official timeout for player injury.
Brady Pretzloff made the tackle, and he's slow to get up.
Yeah, good job of Pretzloff shooting the gap and on that well-timed blitz to go in there, and I think he probably banged his shoulder. That's what it looks like from up here, coming in. But good job on finishing the play, making the tackle. Hopefully it's something that he can easily be healed up, because he's one of these guys that adds a lot of good depth to this very strong linebacking core for the Spartans.
Agree, JU. Brady Pretzlaff up. Nothing wrong with his wheels. And he's raising both those arms, so I think he's going to be just fine.
Yeah, hopefully it's just a little stinger where it goes numb for a little bit.
Can't help but be a little frightened if it happens to you.
Absolutely.
It's going inside the injury tent just to double check. Now it's 3rd and 8 for Youngstown State at the 19-yard line of MSU. Spartans lead them 34-17, 3:20 left. Bo Brungard by himself in the shotgun. 5 wideouts. Snap back to Brungard. Quick throw right side. Nice catch made. And on the run with the grab is Flash Wilson. And he's flashed down to the goal line into the end zone for a Penguin touchdown. 19-yard run after the catch by 5'9" junior Flash Wilson from Farrell, Pennsylvania. A lot of football guys have come from Farrell, PA. And Flash is one of them. He flashed to the end zone
he definitely
for
did.
a Youngstown State score.
Yeah, that was a well-designed play, and even better job by Flash, because the Spartan defense had that play diagnosed, but he cut back in where the sidewalk was, where he had convoy of offensive linemen there. Good job by him.
So Lestovka will try the point after, and it's up, and it is good. We have a 10-point football game with 3:05 to play. If the Penguins from Youngstown State wanted to put on a respectable performance here, they have done just that. 34-24 Spartans, 3:05 left. We'll keep it right here for most of the rest of the game.
Yeah, George, the Penguins, they're going to cause a lot of problems in this in the Missouri Valley Conference that they're in there. They're a good football team. They're a team that plays with a lot of fight, a lot of heart. Their coaching staff had them ready to come into this environment here today. And now for the Spartans offensively, they just got to continue to get better, get reps in as they start Big Ten play next week.
Krishan McCray, the only deep man for Michigan State, as the onside kick try is caught right at the 45-yard line by Michigan State. Spartans mess up the onside kick as Wayne Matthews on the hands team made a handsy catch. And so the onside kick is unsuccessful. Michigan State with a pigskin and a 10-point lead with 3:04 left.
Now, if I'm the Spartan here now, I'm going after Youngstown State tried an onside kick. It tells you, hey, we still want to fight. So if I'm Michigan State, I'm staying aggressive with the offensive play call. I'm not even go downfield, through the air.
Spartans have diamond formation to the left. Handoff to Tolliver, running to his right. Elijah Tolliver, the transfer from Sacramento State, is to the 42-yard line. Preston Sandler made the tackle. Tolliver is from Sparks, Nevada. And we have a Spartan down, or at least a little bit slow to get up. It's Connor Moore, right tackle who transferred in from Montana State. Good player from Millbury, Ohio.
Another one of those things you hope is just something minor. He just needs one play off. The Spartans can't afford to have, a host, a barrage of injuries like that's been occurring this game. So hopefully it's something minor that he can just get a play off, work it out on the sidelines and get back in there for the rest of this drive.
A trip to USC awaits Michigan State. at the historic Coliseum in Los Angeles.
On this here, George, I want to see Michigan State put Aiden Childs on the move again. He's so dynamic when he's on the move. I want to see them do that, and then that also causes confusion in the backfield because guys would start sucking up and receivers can become open. But I want to see like a bootleg or something of that nature to put him on the move.
Rustin Young has replaced Connor Moore at right tackle. Jay Coyne, the fullback, in front of Tao Tolliver in the eye. Hand off to Tao Tolliver, follows his blockers perfectly. Nice block by Jay Coyne. And Tao Tolliver is down to the 38-yard line of Youngstown State, and the Penguins are going to take a timeout. They're playing
Second
for keeps
team
here.
charge timeout. Youngstown State.
Michael Voitis made the tackle. Junior from Poland, Ohio. Hey, autumn's right around the corner. All the beautiful colors await you. Don't get shut out when it comes to fall golf at Treetops in Gaylord up at the 45th parallel. Call for reservations and tee times at 1-800-TREETOPS. Crowd is thinned out considerably here.
And we're going to get a game, George, that's going to end in daylight.
Yeah, Rakeem Johnson is on at left tackle. Stanton Ramil has come out. So Michigan State's getting a few extra guys into the ball game. 3rd and 3 for the Spartans at the 38-yard line of Youngstown State. Time's back in. Child running to his left. Aiden Child. Long striding to the 30. Out of bounds on the near left sideline with a first down at the 30-yard line of Youngstown State. Mikhail Shaid made the stop. The clock is running with 2 minutes and 11 seconds to go in the football game. 8-yard gain. The Spartans are a couple of minutes away from 3-0 before they start the Big Ten season next week on the road at USC.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
Now time for our 2-minute timeout. We'll take a break. 2 minutes left. Michigan State 34, Youngstown State 24. This is the Spartan Media Network.
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose auto owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Now, how do we get to the airport?
Take mine.
Thanks, Jen.
Ask your independent agent if auto owners make sense for you.
Ohana keeps prices low for the whole family while still bringing quality, farm-fresh, locally sourced ingredients to the table. At Ohana Sushi and Hibachi Bar, you are treated like family because Ohana means family. And your family can enjoy the only all-you-can-eat sushi and hibachi bar around during lunch for only $18.95. Everything is cooked to order and fresh, and get select $5 cocktails during happy hour, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Ohana, the only all-you-can-eat sushi and hibachi in Lansing on West Saginaw. Online at ohanasushibar.com.
George Blaha, J.U. Kolkrick, and Trey Mosley at Spartan Stadium. Greg Schultz is our statistician. Ira Gaben is our spotter. Up behind us, Tony Gostella in production. Al Rosenberg, the best auto engineer in America. And the boss here in the booth is Wendy Hart. You'll hear from Will Tiemann and Dalton Shetler, the broadcast hosts, in the postgame, along with a little bit of JU. 34-24. The Spartans have gone to 3-0. It's only academic now with 2 minutes left. Youngstown State with one timeout.
Yeah, if the Spartans wanted to end it, they could take a couple kneel downs here, but I'm sure Youngstown State, they're not going to go home with one timeout left.
They have used all their energy, all their guile, and some great play calling to make this a very respectable football game here on the road in East Lansing.
Now, with Mekhi Frazier out, Tal Tolliver's getting a lot of carries. This is an opportunity for him to show what he's got coming into this game. He's been the third guy coming off the rotation in the backfield there, but now he's going to have more opportunities.
He's on at running back. Hayden Childs hands the ball to Tal Tolliver. Starts right, cuts back left. Nice cut. Breaks a tackle. Now another. He's inside the 25 to the 22-yard line of Youngstown State. Preston Zandler makes the stop. He was the guy, actually, who jumped out at me when I was at practice.
Yeah.
If I thought somebody's going to take it to the house, it very well could be Elijah Tal Tolliver.
Yeah, exactly. He's a guy that the coaches, they have a lot of faith in him. A couple things he has to work on is his pass protection and also work on hanging on to the football. But if he gets those things down, he's going to be able to get in there and earn some reps.
Tal Tolliver has 3 carries in the ball game for 15 yards. 6'1", 211, and he can run. Oh, Youngstown State hanging tough, but the Spartans have him down 10 with 1:54 to play. 2nd and 2 for the Spartans at the 22-yard line of the Penguins.
I think you're going to see the best play in football, maybe, or maybe they'll wait and pick this first down up and then, take a knee for a victory, get in victory formation. But I would like to see them punch it in.
2nd down and 2 at the 22. Hayden Childs under center. Matt Goldman over the football. Wideouts left and right. Hand up to Tal Tolliver. Off right tackle. Breaks a tackle. He's inside the 10. Cuts back to his left. Into the end zone. Touchdown, MSU. Big time transfer behind a great block by Evan Boyd. The East Lansing youngster scores for the Spartans with 1:48 to play. Happy for him.
Absolutely happy for Tal Tolliver. If you talk about if you want to earn more reps, those are the kind of things you have to do. A great job, going downhill, making that jump cut late to find his way and show a little bit of his speed, heading into the end zone.
Martin Connington appears to be a big-time place kicker. Here's his point after. Plenty of leg, and he splits the uprights. So despite a brilliant struggle, really, by the Penguins from Youngstown State, the Spartans go up with 1:48 to play, 41-24 here in East Lansing. Let's say thank you to our Ag Day partners, Farm Bureau Insurance, Greenstone Farm Credit Services, Herbruck's Poultry Ranch, Michigan Soybean Committee, Michigan Beef Industry Commission, United Dairy Industry of Michigan, and the MSU College of Agriculture and Natural Resources. We're proud to have the College of Agriculture and Natural Resources. It's a shining star here in East Lansing at Michigan State University. 1:48 to play in this ball game. Athletic Director Jay Batchelman, before the game, they're down just a couple hundred tickets they had for sale for this game, and we had a near sold-out stadium when the opening kick happened.
Yeah, absolutely, and the entire campus have been absolutely electric all day. We talked about Munn Field, all the exciting things that's going on there, the 517 Beer Garden, all those things.
On the final kickoff of the game, a fair catch made by Alex McDonald, a backup tight end for Youngstown State. Here's an update on rushing yards in the fourth quarter. The Spartans 109, Youngstown State 0 in the fourth quarter here.
A tremendous job by the Spartans. And you talk about, imposing your will when you and winning your individual matchup, and that's what the Spartans were able to do in this fourth quarter offensively. They did a really good job, and it was a solid game plan coming in offensively for the Spartans.
First down and 10 for Youngstown State at their 25. Jaden Gilbert's the running back. Bo Brungard He's been a very effective quarterback through their first 2 games and has been solid today. Waits for the shotgun snap. Starts to his right, throws on the run, and the catch is made by Jaden Gilbert, and Gilbert's out over the 30 to the 32-yard line. Tackle made by Derek Simmons. 7-yard pickup. 2nd down and 3 for the Penguins. Brungard swings it sidearm, right side, and the catch is made by Gilbert, but the Spartans catch him for a loss. Back to the 29, a 3-yard loss.
And the important thing for the Spartans right now, they tackle the receivers inbounds to keep the clock rolling.
Dorian Davis made the tackle. It's 3rd down and 6 with a minute to play. Brungard has Gilbert off his left shoulder. Another shotgun snap. Brungard looks for daylight for a pass, and he's able to complete one. Tomczak with a catch for a 1st down. Clock is running, though, as he's stopped at the 38-yard line. Isaiah Moa, the Brigham Young transfer, made the stop. 9-yard pickup. Penguins trying to pick up another one. Rolling to his right and throwing on the run is Bo Brungard. Incomplete. Caught out of bounds by Jaden Gilbert around the 40-yard line. So it's 2nd down and 10. This is how it was when JU was in school. All academic. All these numbers I'm throwing at you don't mean much now. The scoreboard means a lot. It's 41-24 Spartans. 2nd and 10 for Youngstown State at their 38-yard line. I'm impressed with them, though. They will make some noise in the Missouri Valley Conference. Brungard wants to throw. Sidearms it over the middle, and the catch is made. Max Tomczak has a 1st down at midfield. There's no quitting these guys, that's for sure.
No, absolutely not, George. They're still fighting, playing till the very last whistle. And now we got to see Michigan State. They got to step up in the secondary here and end this game, maybe on the interception, because you know they're going to go in the air.
Brungard rolls to his right, throws right, trying to make a tiptoe catch at the 40-yard line and unable to do so.
I've been really impressed with, the rotation of guys, especially in the secondary. A lot of young guys are getting valuable in-game playing here today.
2nd and 10 at the 50. We have 14 seconds to go. Brungard runs to his right, and he is hit down as he releases the pass. Honolulu Lafelle with the pressure. He will get a sack, and the game is over. A valiant effort by the Penguins from Youngstown State. Spartans too much for them. They put them away. 41-24, our final score. Amorion Smith, who had a pick earlier and had a great game against Boston College, on the field with Trey Mosley.
Yeah, I'm down here with defensive back Amorion Smith. I know the game didn't go perfect, some back and forth throughout the whole game, but what's your thoughts on the game, Amorion?
I felt like as a defense, we could have been better. We left a lot of things out there on the grass. We shot ourselves in the foot. It's supposed to be a closeout, but, we're moving forward. We're going to grow next week.
Absolutely. Things don't always go perfectly, but, you guys came out here and finished with the W, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Now we got to get ready for USC next week, go on the road and handle business there, too. Appreciate you.
All right, fellas. Back up here in the booth. We'll remind you that our final score was Michigan State 41, Youngstown State 24. You're listening to MSU Football.
Ohana means family. At Ohana Sushi and Bar, they treat you like family and keep prices low for everyone while bringing quality, farm fresh, and locally sourced ingredients to the table. Ohana is family.